Hello, 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 and welcome to Trust and Glass. Thank you very much for joining us for this evening of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Tom, and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight. We are thrilled to be streaming here at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. Now, Trust and Glass is a sequel to my previous campaign of Crash and Burn. It concerns the Gatecrashers, those heroes of the multiverse. When all looks that it's going to fall apart, in comes a gatecrasher to save the day. Apart from what happens when they don't. Now the multiverse is at risk and is falling apart, and it's up to 4 heroes to try and save us all. For those of you who are new to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone here is playing a fantasy character in a fantasy universe. The 4 players each have a unique character, with sheets that tell them who they are, what they can do, what their deepest, darkest secrets are, and what dice to roll. What dice are they rolling? Why, it will be the D20. How does that work? Well, a 20, why, that's the sort of thing that they sing of in the taverns, and a 1, well, they sing slightly different songs about natural ones. Now, while they're playing their characters, everything else in this multi-universe is played by me, be it people, monsters, weather patterns, multiversional versions of the player characters. It all makes sense when you see it. So besides me describing things and the players describing what they want to do, and there's a few dice rolls to keep things interesting, we would tell our story. Now, let us meet all the players and then have a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Sean. I use he/him pronouns, and I am playing Georgie, who also uses he/him pronouns. Now, I know what you're thinking. We know that there is a Georgie in this universe already, but this is not that Georgie. No, he is in fact younger. Georgie the Younger is from an alternate dimension in which, while old Georgie decided that he didn't want anything to do with his parents, he was an orphan and he was just going to leave it that way, went off to work at the theatre. Well, this Georgie obsessed over it, could not let things lie, and went out into the world to explore. Actually managed to track down the last known whereabouts of his parents to a domain of dread. But maybe I'll leave what happens in the rest of that to find out later.
Hi, I'm Talia, she, her pronouns, and I am slightly bucking the trend. I am playing Faerun, he, they, unknown to the Roll Together universe, but previously and beloved known to myself. They are a lovely, sweet wood elf bembo from the Fey realm, and they are here to, as a multiverse traveler, here for fun and good times, and to see what adventure they can go. And, I guess, save the world as they're doing it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Josh, and I will be playing Jack. We both use he, him pronouns. Now, with Jack, you have to ask yourself, what would happen if Jakarth had never come to Neverwinter, had never met his friends, had been continuously experimented on to the point of becoming almost draconic in himself? He's now been recruited and somehow is seen as a hero. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Hi, I'm Nat. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Nora. Listen up, assholes. I have many names. My friends call me Tony, but you can call me Her Royal Highness El Bandito. I love cheesecakes, romantic walks in the autumn forest, and the smell of napalm in the morning. Look, I've saved the multiverse once or twice, no biggie. Oh, and I'm played by this gal called Nat. Yeah, that one again. So come and see what happens.
Check out our sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for carefully crafted click-clack math rocks for use in your favourite TTRPGs. Phoenix Dice work with recycled goods, meaning their products and packaging are all made from sustainable materials. You can go to phoenixdice.com to check their entire selection, and if you put !dice in chat, you can enter a raffle with a chance to win a set of Phoenix Dice of your own.
We are delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a cross-platform Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, games, and live streams into a single grand adventure. You can select your heroes and formation, then battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Oh, there's also a code in the overlay below. Enter it in-game and you'll get yourself a delicious free Electrum chest.
Check out our amazing supporters at Elderwood Academy, who make beautifully crafted gaming-themed accessories, including spell book deck boxes, disguised as ancient arcane tomes, hex chest dice boxes and scrolls, and codex dice towers and rolling tray pairings. You can make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
Thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can join for as little as one of your local currencies by following the link in chat or in the description below. Our D20 Club are the best. They have created a fan Discord for us, as well as a wiki page to help us keep track of all of the Roll Together stories. You can find that at rolltogether.fandom.com.
We are happy to be using Hero Forge and their fully customizable tabletop minis, which you can see on our overlays. So go check them out at heroforge.com.
We will be using D&D Beyond during our games. You can check out our character sheets with exclamation mark character in the Twitch chat below.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok by searching Roll Together RPG, or by following the links in chat or in the description below. If you can't join us live and want to see our previous adventures, you can catch up straight after on YouTube or on your favourite podcasting app by searching for Roll Together RPG.
Finally, we run queer-friendly tables and encourage and support trans and GNC players and characters in our games. Our players and DM may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen. We welcome corrections, and we have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. Check out !safety in chat for content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use through the TTRPG Safety Toolkit.
Now, with all that said, let's begin. Welcome back. Welcome back to episode 2 of Trust and Glass. Hearts. Oh, I can actually do it now. I'm focused. Anyway, so as we give thanks to the D20 Club at the beginning of the episode, quick summation of last episode. The multiverse is in terrible trouble due to a assistant to a gatecrasher. The gatecrashers being the multiversal saviors. Again, folks, there's going to be a lot of quotation marks in this, saviors. Their solution, rather than going and solving it themselves, is to jump around the multiverse and find 4 heroes. Well, definitely they had the idea, a different idea for one of the heroes, but was pretty much leapt over, and we now got to Tanuki. Anyway, the 4 heroes have been sent off to track down broken glass, and have ended up in a alternate universe, a universe which I can safely say ain't a good one. Karen, who is focused on the mission to the nth degree, went off to go find illicit drugs and raided a teenager's bedroom and has found a packet of something. And upon returning to the party, as Gatecrasher spent all that time going, well, what are we doing? Georgie and El Bandito both did investigations. Georgie started looking for poisons, which would have come through the toxic changes that broken glass brings to the universe. And El Bandito basically detected magic. It was found out that, yes, indeed, there was corruption in this universe, and there was also a ton of necromantic energy, which makes sense as Karen, having twisted their ankle jumping out of a second-story window, realizes that they are being followed by something
dance.
Just a little boogie.
I mean, is that how we discover that you're being followed? Is you're starting a conga and it just kind of joins on the back?
It's natural, yeah.
Karen, you're just having a like, yeah, I did it, as you just feel two hands just on your shoulder.
What am I doing? You said 3. There's 4 of us. What am I doing?
The 3 of you and Gatecrasher. I'm not. Jack was also like eyes rolled back in the back of the head, going, an alternate version of me is coming, and is getting closer. It's not the shambling figure, but you got a feeling that you're definitely in the same vicinity as Jakarth number 28, I guess, if that definitely works out for you.
Interesting.
Karen, do you just keep walking with this thing behind you?
I know, so I can sense something's there.
Yeah.
I'm good at sensing that kind of stuff. I'm a ranger. But on the other hand, I'm having a good time. I'm going. So I'm just gonna dance my way up to the party as a party.
Just a dance party.
Who's your friend?
Yeah, Karen, you got a little something on your butt.
Ken, you turn around and look into a human, grey, sightless eyes, mist just pouring out of his mouth. It's sort of simply.
Hi, what's your name? My name's Karen. Do you want to be friends?
The fact that it went all this way with you before the hand on your shoulder and the does a 9 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
He's getting a bit personal a bit quick.
How do you avoid being bitten?
I think if he's coming close, it's kind of just the kind of stopping it with that firm handshake, just kind of going, then just like shaking that hand in midair, just very confusing it.
As it tries to, it's kind of, it's confused enough. Gatecrasher is just like, oh, what the hell's, Karen, stop making friends with the dead.
It's not their fault they're dead. Sometimes they want to be friends. This means they're not alive anymore.
That's true. I've met many dead people in the Domain of Dread. They were actually quite pleasant.
Hey, Mistmouth, do you want to be friends?
It starts lifting its own hand up towards its mouth. I mean, anyone feeling that this is going to be a combat situation?
Not anymore.
It just lifts it up. Karen, are you going to let it lift your hand up to near its mouth?
I'm just going to misty step out of its hand and just kind of appear at the back of the group going, I don't think he wants to be friends.
It just sweeps in and then head back, just high-pitched screaming. Yeah, I think we should roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
It could have gone either way.
Look, if you're just going to give it a little kiss, just gentle.
Not bad.
22.
22.
11.
Ooh,
Also 22.
good gravy. And Georgie,
16.
perfect. Let's get down to business to fight the
Let's
undead.
get down to business.
To defeat the undead.
Okay, so both Tony and Karen got 22, which is wild. Do you want to high dex or roll it off? Preference?
I don't mind. Karen, you were the one that was attempted to attack. You go first.
Yeah.
All right, super. So I am going to. Give me a second. I can do the gajillion things. Set off my fire gauntlets so I can just kind of, because it's fun to do.
Hey.
And basically, my arms and the bow just kind of start going, but burning with light.
Just
Absolutely no damage to me, but just kind of everything's suddenly on fire. And I just go around and try and shoot it a couple of times.
Hey. Meanwhile, Chippy's just like waving a spear in the air, like, yeah! By all means, unleash hell.
Okay, so that is... The first one was 24 to hit.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a 6. So that... Not that does. 3, 5... That's 11 points of damage. 3 of that is fire.
Beautiful.
And then shoot it again. Oh, that's a natural 20, so that's a 32.
Look, folks, don't go around trying to fight people because this is what's going to happen. Please, first nat 20 of the game, please roll your damage.
I didn't ask for my consent, you know?
Exactly. Folks, come on.
Okay. Sorry, 6. Then 2. 3. 6. That's 10 points of fire damage, and then 9. 15 points of normal piercing damage.
How do you want to do this? You got exactly the hit points of this creature.
Wait. Didn't want to shake my hand and tried to bite me, so it aims straight into the mouth.
It's sort of, again, because the creature like screamed up in the air, and you just, as it comes down, you just firebolt just out the back. It just like, and slowly just sinks down to the pavement. As hilarious as it would be if I was like, and that's initiative. No, you do take a moment and just go. As actually, that's the point. You can all hear that things are starting to move now. Karen, any bonuses? Any?
The gauntlets was my bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take a moment to try and work out where the mass of, if there's a particular direction they're coming from, so I can be the far side from that.
Okay. I know, again, this isn't quite, but I think this is a roll a perception check.
Perception. 18.
18. So if we're saying that you're facing up the road to the north, there's definitely things coming down from the north, like walls are being pulled down and things are crawling out. But as you sort of like turn around, you go, there's definitely stuff coming from the south as well. And with an 18, there's also like there's like rumbling. Something heavier is coming from the south.
Cool. Are there any like available scalable walls?
Everything's scalable if you have hope in your heart. Yes. Okay. So you're in a what was a residential area. So there are probably sort of, well, you haven't moved, so like I'd say like 10 feet either way, you could probably clamber up into a building. How far do you want to go? Do you want to go up to like a second floor, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Like, I'm a shooty boy. I can go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go high. Get out the way.
Do you have a climbing speed, or is that just?
I have a will, and I will make a way.
I knew there's a reason I liked you. It's just like this yes and attitude. Okay, which way would you like? Left or right? Would you like to run?
Let's go left.
Okay. You run. You jump. Acrobatics or athletics to scale.
That is a acrobatics. 14.
It's not majestic. There's more kicking of your legs than you might like, but you do manage to clamber up into a window. Do you want to go into the building, or do you want to be like on the ledge out the window?
No, on the ledge. So essentially, I'm just going to go have my moment of victory and then go. My ears pick up going. I think. Okay, there's a lot of them coming from that way, and there's something big. Bye. And then just
as you go into the window and just rest of the party. You watched the antler stranger just go, okay, woo, misty step, arrow, goodbye, and then you're just again, Gatecrasher's like, I know that's not the priority, but that was quite impressive. That they basically one-shot that. Anyway, now as Karen hides, we go over to Tony.
Oh, great. I thought it was just one friend, but now we have a party. Hey, Jack, you look like the stabby type. Do you want to do more stabbing?
I'd love to.
Tony is gonna bring out her wand and just kind of flip it in the air, and there's just like big splashes of acidy color. It's really hard to tell what spell is being cast until it hits you round the face. And then you are going to, assuming you willingly fail a Constitution saving throw, you are going to enlarge.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Double in size in all dimensions. Weight multiplied by 8. You are now large. You have advantage on strength and saving throws. Your weapons grow. You do an extra 1d4 damage.
Nice.
As a turtle, Roberto and I both feel quite vulnerable when a person grows in size next to us.
True. Roberto's been here the entire time, folks. Don't forget that. Yeah.
How is Gatecrasher looking? Is Gatecrasher looking like they are fine in a fight or not?
Gatecrasher is sort of like adjusting. She's got like a saber at her side, but she's sort of like, I think looks at you and is like, I mean, I'll do what I can. It's not my main job, but
okay, great. I'm gonna fly off.
Goodbye, flying Tanuki.
I would like to find, again, similar to Karen, some kind of rooftop to go and fly and hang out on. That's close enough to cast spells, but a little further away.
Yeah, I think Karen went to the left. There's the rooftop above him, or like the stuff on the right.
I'll go to the right. Can pin him down in between.
This is you using your boots, right?
Yes, my winged boots.
Do you just...
No, I just fly now.
Hey, again, if we're talking about certain series where like creatures with long little tails, they have a habit of just taking off to the air. You just, as much as people would be like, oh yeah, they're like, she clicks her heels together. No, Tony just leaps and takes off. Like, again, like Pompoko, just like through the air, it's like, whee!
Just stands up, yeah.
Yeah, and just whoop. I'm imagining it like in Photoshop, where it's like you click, and just like.
Yeah. When in Simpsons, when they did Itchy and Scratchy, and it was the dog.
Poochie.
Poochie,
Yeah.
I must leave now. And they're just like, burp, 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 burp. It's exactly like that, yeah.
Poochie died on his way to his home planet. Okay, someone who did not die is Tony, who takes off. I think that if you're happy, if that's your movement to. Actually, do you have a fly? I guess you've got fly speed.
I could check what it gives me, but I'm assuming it's just my movement speed, I think. Equal to my walking speed, so 30 feet.
30 feet. You just go like diagonally.
Oh, wait, no, it's 25 feet because I'm small. Just to the edge of the roof, no.
Because it's just 30 feet. And you just sort of land and you're like, oh, help. Okay, you are now up on the roof. Again, do you want to make a perception check?
Sure. I'll take a free perception check. 19.
19, perfect. Okay, so as I said, to the north, various undead-looking creatures are slowly crawling out of the building. Down to the south, there is, I don't know what's the technical, a giant ball of zombies just crawling along, arms, limbs everywhere. It's, again, technical term, it's a big one. But with 19, you kind of catch the glance of there's like maybe possibly 19 two. There's like a flash of a sword and an arrow. There seems to be someone else, people fighting the trying to attack the big ball. So there's other what you would assume to be humanoids out there.
Okay.
I think that
looks like we might have actual friends as well as these friends that are not friends.
We cut back down to Jack and Georgie and Gatecrasher. And Gatecrasher's sort of like whenever always just again doesn't even finish a sentence. It's just like, all right, okay, more. Tony, I'd say you've got an action if you want.
An action? I've done my action. My action was casting enlarge.
Oh, casting enlarge.
Yeah,
well, I want to give you a lovely gift. No bonus action. Yeah.
No bonus action. Another action if you want.
Look, who am I to stop El Bandito? Rules are for chumps and fools. We cut to the north. A creature, again, undead looking in long robes, just starts staggering its hand out. It looks like it possibly was maybe a cleric or a priest, but it just slowly starts advancing. Travels, I'm saying they were about 35 feet away from the party because they travel 30 feet, and I think it's nice that they just turn up 5 feet away from you. Yes, so this horrible creature staggers towards Jack, Georgie, and Gatecrasher. Just slowly. Actually, does it have the... No, the fact I decided... Yes, the fact it's 5 feet away from you saves you from something mildly unpleasant. Let's go next to... those guys are dealing with that. We move to old Georgie.
Less the old, thank you.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Young Georgie. Alt Georgie. With the cool earrings and the...
Yeah, thank you. So Georgie kind of looks at what's going on around him and figures, right, okay, it's time to get battle ready. Draws his staff and kind of just subconsciously kind of readies his shoulders and accidentally unlocks a skill that he didn't realize he had from the Domain of Dread. And the staff suddenly starts to grow kind of bony growths and kind of spines becoming a lot more scary and nasty looking. That is my version of Shillelagh.
Beautiful.
So unfortunately that does mean that Roberto can't do anything except for dodge this turn, but he'll get over it. And you said that there's now a creature like 5 foot away from us, yeah?
Yes. As I said, it is a again, you assume human in sort of clerical robes, reaching out a hand. Actually, again, I'm just letting people. Do you want to make like a religion check, or do you care what this priest is?
I'm. As soon as you said cleric, I was like, "Is this going to be a cleric of Helm?"
Do you? I can give it to you for free. It's not Helm.
It's not Helm. Okay, good, because my religion is -1. I'll roll it.
Yeah, sure.
That is. Oh, it's not actually that bad. 14 on the dice for 13.
Okay. I think in your training, you've been sort of like where you're just like generally like, these are the people that we like. These are the people that we are less keen on. Again, sort of on the tabard, there is a scales held in a bony hand. It is a cleric of Clemville.
Ah, fuck those guys.
Oh, you've come to the right world for that.
All right. Yes, fine. They probably wanted this.
You sure did.
I'm going to smack him with my staff.
Sure. So that again, you move in. What did you?
So I rolled a non-natural 20. That was a 10 on the dice with a +10.
Okay. Roll your damage.
That I will do. I probably shouldn't be miming two hands because I do have a shield and the staff.
Oh god, if I was like, well, you mimed taking your shield.
Taking the mime now.
Yeah.
It's been described for the podcast for the first time ever. That is a 13 on the dice.
For damage. Wonderful. You bring your weapon around and just smack into it. The creature again is like, and tries to grab at you, but you just shield off. Yeah.
I've got multi-attack, so I'm going to smack him again.
It goes one way. Yeah, go on.
Oh, that's significantly worse. That is a 16.
It does hit though.
Woohoo! Zombies.
Yeah. Zombies.
Lumbers. 12.
12 points of
bludgeoning.
I was about to say bonking. I was just like,
I give him the bonk damage.
Oh no, he hates the bonk damage. Yeah, you bring your weapon around and just crack across one, and as the creature attempts to turn the other cheek, you just crack it across again. It's not happy. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's bonus. That's 2 action attacks. So I think that's me tapped.
Beautiful. We then, from the north, come running. Actually, it's quite nice because they rolled together. So there is.
What, Tom?
They rolled together. I'm about to advertise Leonard Cohen. Wrong T-shirt. Tries Leonard Cohen. That long songs. Yes, 2 of these zombies come again, dashing out. These creatures that just love to dance. If only they were allowed to dance, but no, they're these ones look more icky, more putrid. Possibly whatever was affecting the one that got the arrow for the back of its head. This is more developed. They've got their 30 feet, so they're now, again, like a video role-playing game, they come in next to the cleric. So they're like, because they're idiots and they're making a line. We love that. Okay, so you've now, that's the unnamed Badens. The rumbling is those of you on the street, actually all of you look as this coming around the corner is just this giant ball of zombies just rolling together. I'll tell you this, it's called a zombie clot. It's horrible and I hate it, and it's here to play. It comes rolling around. It moves at 40 feet, so it's right up next to. Oh, these those of you in the street, you've got zombies from one side, zombies on the other. Everyone who's within. Okay, so everyone's in the street. can you please make me a Constitution saving roll, please?
Street is distinct from those of us in houses on roofs?
Yes, you are up high enough. Although what's about to happen, you don't get the effect, but you get the effect. It stinks. It's horrible. Yeah. Karen.
I'm used to that.
Yeah, Karen also just Chippy just takes that, puts it over his mouth. He's like, yeah. What did y'all get?
7.
26.
Another what?
26.
Jack, you are again maybe from having to like crawl through the muck and just you're used to it. You're able to hold your breath. Georgie, you take 9 points of poisoning damage, and you are poisoned until your next turn.
Joy.
At the start of its next turn, actually. So yeah.
Do I need to roll for Roberto as well?
Yes.
Roberto's been there the whole time.
Yeah, Roberto, who has always been there.
I will roll. It is the same modifier as my sleight of hand, so I'm rolling sleight of hand.
Oh.
Well, Roberto did 1 better than me, an 8. Turtles can't block our nozzles.
No, and unfortunately, neither can snakes. As Roberto also gags and gate crashes, like, oh, I never get sent to like the flower dimension. Oh, that's horrible. She is also poisoned.
Very anti-cold-blooded.
Yes, yeah, it's actually.
I noticed the mammals are fine.
You just get like a solidarity. I don't know why a Medusa's like, yeah, I've got cold blood, I'm a snake. Yeah. Yes. So the creature has done the clot has done that damage. Just checking if it's got no, that's horrible. It actually, I'm gonna say because it traveled to be there and it's done the stench thing. We'll save that unpleasantness for next turn. Anyway, just talking to myself. What you do have to worry about is as out of the clot bursts just like a swarm of arms, which comes barreling down. It is going to go for. It can make 2 slam attacks, so it will go. I'll roll d6. So one's Jack, 2 Georgie, 3 Gatecrasher. That is a 6. So I'm just beating up my NPC now as just arms come flinging out for 21 and just. Poor old Gatecrasher just gets smacked around the face by various, yeah.
Is Gatecrasher taking damage from this?
Yes.
I'm going to use my fighting style interception to interpose my shield and reduce the damage by D10 plus 4.
Cool. Do you want to roll that?
I will. Not too bad. So that's 6 plus the 4, so 10.
Beautiful. It's again Gatecrasher. Gatecrasher is getting hands, and the headscarf she's wearing sort of starts slipping, and to the surprise of absolutely no one, just like snakes start like, hey, yeah, what's going on? Gatecrasher's like, oh, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. As the second slam attack, that is a 2. So I think Georgie, as you sort of like put up your shield, does a. Ooh, it's good. It's a 21 to hit.
I can only use 1 reaction, so
yeah. Roll the attack. Jesus, arms. 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
How much did I block the first time?
16, and then it turned into a 10. You took 10 off. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so I took 10 off, 10, so it was 6.
So it's 6, yeah.
I blocked the weak punch.
Yeah, the one that wasn't going to. It's almost like these arms are horrible. but I'll make you feel better. They don't look that hardy. Anyway, so that's the zombie limbs. Cool. We then go on to Gatecrasher, who just spins around on a hill and is like, "Get off me! I hate this place." Rolls the damage. Oh, 24 to hit. Beautiful. Does 7 points of damage to the arms. Cool. Fights. Jack.
So we've got 3 zombies in a line.
You've got
zombie, cleric, zombie, and then the ball as well.
Yes. You've also now got like a swarm of arms, which are just clambering around and trying to again, it's the usual zombie horrible fingernails trying to get into your eyes and your mouth. Yeah.
But the important thing is they're all in a nice, lovely little line.
Oh, absolutely. They're not smart.
With the smell hitting my nose, I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. And I just breathe out this steam that comes out of my nose, and my red scales begin to start to glow orange, and the scales on my neck sort of like as if something's building up in my throat. And I take a side step to the side of the zombies, and I just breathe fire in a line, 5-foot line, 30 feet across, hitting all of them. And they all need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Cool. Here we go. Okay, cleric rolls flat on dex. Oh, nat 20.
Yeah,
the power of Kalemvor. And then the horrible guys. They I'm going to put them together. They roll one got a 15, and the other got a 5.
That fails.
Cool.
What about the arms?
You also getting the arms, the zombie limbs. Roll flat and get. They get a 6.
Okay, 2 pass, 2 fail. So those who fail take 16 points of fire damage. Those who pass will take 8.
Cool. 16. And okay, you watch as the swarm of arms just evaporate into naught. The cleric just sort of shakes his head as if to say, "How very, very rude." Yes. So you took down the arms. That's
and
good.
Then, as my bonus action, I'm just going to draw the greatsword from my back, and I'm just going to say in Draconic, "Erupt." And as I do, there's this flame that licks up the obsidian blade and encompasses the whole thing. I'm going to move over to the cleric because flame breath was just one of my attacks.
Oof.
And I'm going to reckless great weapon master this bitch in the face.
By all means.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
So, going to be... Oh, I've got the extra D4 as well from Tony.
You do.
And I was also going to say, when you say erupt in Draconic, you command Robertal, who just kind of belches out a burst of steam. I'm using Robertal's reaction to infuse strike, and you can add an extra D6 fire damage to that.
Oh, nice.
Steam just around the swords.
Yeah,
I'll roll that with the fire damage. So that's 9, 10. Hang on, where's my weapon attack? 10, 25 points of slashing damage.
25.
And then the fire damage is... Oh, it's not that high. And then 5 points of fire damage from 3d6.
You just...
I rolled 2 1s.
Again, the cleric's robes ignite, but to the horrific image of watching an undead priest just standing there burning. You would imagine if you... I'm just checking, he can understand the languages, but he can't speak. He's just very much like, "The flames can't hurt me," as flame strikes down. Just a finger pointing at you. The anger of the undead Kalemvrite just but he's still standing.
That is the end of my turn.
Beautiful. There is, from the south, a continued sound of combat, and also growling. Odd times. We're back to
So
you can see.
the people that I saw, like flashes of swords, I thought they were fighting the ball of zombies. They're fighting something else.
No, they were fighting the bulls of zombies. There are other zombies around. You can see again, like what probably now 2 figures, and just sort of like probably about 30 feet away from them. And as we're going to the top of the round, you can see as this creature just runs and jumps on top of one of the fighting figures. He's like, just starts hitting it with their sword. That's bad news bears, to use the technical term. Yeah.
We've got our own problems over here.
Yeah. No. Again, as universe savers, you've got priorities. Karen, you're almost like sitting on a windowsill, just like watching this happen.
Just kicking my feet there. Yeah. Just angling. I am going to Hunter's Mark the cleric.
Perfect.
And then shoot that person twice.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
I can count. I can do math.
Yeah, you can.
I can. That's an 18.
18 does, in fact, hit.
Thank you. Okay. So that is 7, 11, 17. So 21 points of damage for fire. For if that is fire.
Yep.
And then shoot them again. That is a number.
I'll make it. I'll make it easier for you. For the second time in a day, as an arrow just goes straight for, and the creature just. You sort of, the rest of you see like it's attempting to do something, but as it starts moving, the arrow just goes in deeper, and it's almost like nope, that's got me. And the fire that like Jack had cast just ignites this thing as the other zombies are like like take like 2.5 steps away as this creature just and slowly collapses. That's one dead priest.
Okay, well, the second one was a 21, and I'll send it to one of the ones next to it then.
Would you preference? There's the number 2 has probably taken more damage.
Yeah,
looks
the
more
one
bloody.
that's the more injured.
Yeah. What was it? 21. Yeah.
21. So that is. So that is 15 points of damage. 3 of that is fire.
Amazing. As this zombie attempts to like sidestep, it moves ever so slightly closer to you, just perfect as your arrow just comes, catches it in the chest, and it's like, oh, very sort of like, hey, what's happening? It's still standing, but it doesn't look at all healthy.
That's fine. And I'll just carry on sitting on the ledge and kick my feet in El Bandito.
That's sweet. As we and the camera whoosh, and we're back over the shoulder of El Bandito. It is now your turn.
Great. How poorly is Georgie looking?
Georgie hasn't taken any damage.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
it's the. I've taken damage.
Yeah, from the the slam from the arms. You didn't block the.
Oh yeah, that
Oh.
23 damage was for you.
Ah, okay.
I think again.
So
This is like
I thought it was all going to
Gatecrasher.
Gatecrasher. Yeah.
This is the kind of the walking wounded thing where you're like, I'm fine, and look down and you just got like scrape marks on your shell. And you're like, hey.
I'm still looking pretty healthy. I mean, it's taken me into double digits, but
Oh no, double digits, you poor thing.
I know.
Would you say it's tis but a scratch?
Your arm's off.
Great. Well, in that case, is there a reasonable space behind the big ball O zombies where I could safely throw for perhaps something that is 20-foot radius and spherical?
Yes, because you're hurling it behind. The other combat is about 40 feet that way. Yeah, no, you can definitely.
Excellent, good. The wand that Tony bought in the previous episode, or the staff, as it were, she's been in the interim has got a crayon and has been drawing on it. So obviously the last one was called Star Trail, and following our naming convention as it must, this one is now Spook Trail. Spook Trail 2.
Yeah.
And Tony will spin it and go, all right, Spook Trail, time for some acid explosions! I would like to cast Fireball.
I'm sure you will.
Acid Ball.
Just roll a d20 first.
Oh. 6.
I'm afraid it's the ass explosion wand. It's still going to be Fireball, but it's going to be unpleasant. Yeah.
Well, it's Acid Ball for Tony. She doesn't do fire.
Acid, but yeah, okay. You can't. Yeah.
We just won't ask where the acid came from.
Well, I'm not asking difficult questions. Amazing. You cast Acid Ball at this horrible clot.
Can it please make a Dex saving throw?
It sure can. 15.
That will fail.
Boom.
So, from the acid ball, it takes 34 acid damage. And then, because this is my arcane firearm, it takes an additional 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then, would you reasonably say that one of my allies is within 5 feet?
Absolutely.
Yes, great. In that case, it takes another 5 sneak attack damage, please.
You never saw it coming. It's, amazing. So you... For those of you who are on the street, the smell of rot and human flesh gets even stronger, and you just, again, just like... from Gatecrasher, who has still got arms climbing over her, is some of the foulest, like infernal comes out. The air lights up and the hands from. She's like, oh, I hate this place. There you go. That's you acid balled the clot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my turn. Still don't have bonus actions.
Beautiful. So the cleric is dead. The cleric is dead. The sound of combat from down the street continues. I will be rolling for that. Meanwhile, we go to as we vogue our way over to the turtle.
Rogue like a rogue.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a rogue. My turn?
Yes.
So how many undead are around us?
Okay, there is definitively there is one zombie which is very much on fire. There's another zombie which is so to the north, those two. There's also the giant clot, and yes, so behind you, and there's whatever's happening down the street at the moment.
Okay. Doesn't feel like enough to warrant turning some undead. So I think I think I'll do this then. Again, kind of Still grappling with these kind of new abilities that have come from spending a bit too long in the domain of dread. Georgie kind of almost absent-mindedly touches the holy symbol that he took from Gavron, and a sphere of darkness just kind of emanates from him, and everything within that space kind of it almost becomes an X-ray, and like everything looks like a kind of bone creature, while it's within the kind of twilight sphere. Even like the pebbles look like tiny kneecaps, and if there's any grass, it looks like little finger blades. But that is my Twilight Sanctuary. It is a 30-foot radius sphere. It moves with me, lasts for a minute, or until I am incapacitated or die. And whenever a creature, including me, ends its turn in the sphere, I can either end an effect causing it to be charmed or frightened, or I can give it 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points. So at the end of my turn, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'll have myself some temp hits. But would you like me to roll once for everyone, or roll as and when we?
Up to you. What?
I'll roll as and when, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Just
more fun. Chaos. So that is my action, creating this sanctuary, and I think because it's 30-foot radius, that should actually get pretty much everyone, shouldn't it?
Everyone who's on the street. The others are up.
Oh, they're up a bit too far out. Okay, all right. I can at least get Jakarth and Gatecrasher and Roberto.
Who's always here.
Who's always there. Speaking of, I'm going to use my bonus action to command Roberto. Do I want to? I'm going to take out the least healthy looking zombie, I think, or attempt to anyway.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to command Roberto to bite. So Georgie turns to Roberto, and in Draconic just says "Mozoth," and Roberto will bite the creature for a. I'm going to roll this because it's the same modifier. Oh, is that? That's a 19.
19 does hit.
Sweet. And then the damage. Keep forgetting to click the lock button. 1d6 plus my proficiency bonus, and I think I'm at the level where I get the extra infusion, or am I? Can't remember. Okay, I'm just going to roll the thing.
Yeah.
2 plus proficiency 4, so 6 points of damage. And just at a glance, I haven't spotted it, so I probably am just a level away from getting the extra thing. But yes, so that'll do me.
Roberto bites into this creature, being very careful not to eat it. We don't want undead flesh in our tum-tum. The creature hits the ground and begins basically being ripped apart by Roberto. That said, it is, again, it's dead, but to the disgust of you, it gets up again. The turtle just pushes it off and just sort of staggers back to its feet. It that should have destroyed it, and yet it's back up. But bloodied doesn't cover it. This is mangled, horrible nastiness. Okay. My furious Googling has failed to tell me whether I should be getting an extra D6 of anything or not. But I think that must be the end of my turn, and I will just roll the temp hit points for myself and Roberto. Good eggs.
So for me, that is a 2 on the dice, plus I think it was a 2.
Nice.
And for Roberto, a 4. So, yeah.
Cool. everyone around this. Okay. Perfect. Can everyone again make a Constitution saving throw? Everyone who's on the street. Yeah. Again, hey, El Bandito, you've not made the terrible stink any better.
I'm helping.
As I slowly and look up at it, and you're also burning it. It smells terrible down here, folks. Yes. What do we get?
17.
17, 21. You are all good. I will roll for. Yes. Everyone is fine in this case. The creature. So this is the one that hasn't just had its throat ripped out by the tiny turtle. Tries to slash out at, again, rolling 1, 2, 3, 5. So that is as Georgie slashes out with its claws. It's a 6 to hit. Again, just again, you should like, oh.
I let that one just roll off my shell. Actually, just
absolutely. Oh, guys, you're trying so hard. The second very horrible looking zombie that is a 1, so tries to bite at Jack, and
you'll have advantage on that because I reckless last turn.
Oh, so that's 15. Does 15 hit?
Yep, dead on.
Cool. As just again having reckless, you turn your neck just to the horrificness of a creature gnashing into you for 14 piercing. As it just...
I'm going to use my reaction to intercept that.
Cool.
Oh, not very much though. That's only 7 I take off of it.
Ooh, 7. So
leaving 7.
Leaving 7, perfect. Just sort of again, your action just like moves the drawer slightly, so you get like the top teeth scratching you, but it could be worse. Not that anyone ever wants to get bitten by the undead. It's very still on fire. Like whatever flesh it would get out would just disappear into the throat. Cool. The zombie clot. It just... Oh, Jesus. Okay, again, just like a clot of twisted humanoid just gets flung down. Again, it's going to... Can everyone roll a strength saving throw, please?
Just those in the street or everyone?
Everyone in the street. Those who've gone up, they've really got out of
Leather
dodge.
clogs.
We made some great choices this day.
Sensible thinkers here.
I believe I have advantage because of being enlarged on strength saves.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I double checked. I don't think poisoned gives me disadvantage on the saves. It's just attack rolls and ability.
Yeah, and I think it was the beginning of this creature's turn, so I think you're back.
Oh, that's right, and I'm good now.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, well that was a 20 then, non-natural.
You pull yourself away.
I rolled a 10 and an 11, so luckily that's dirty 20.
Dirty 20, wonderful. Gatecrasher, who got a 17. Just beat 16. You all like fling yourself that way as Katamari ball of flesh and just rolls up. It just explodes back. It's the limbs again, but you're just fortunately you weren't hit by a giant ball of undead flesh. The creature does not have a ability. Oh, perfect. And again, it hasn't recharged. So that misses you. But as just like one of the arms comes up, tries to hit Jack. Does a 15 hit?
Yep, dead on.
15 beats it as a 4. 18 bludgeoning as you just arms just punch. Literally, one just crocks you across the jaw. It's not friendly.
Ow. Sorry. Ow.
I think that again, you say it in your softer voice, and then you're like numbed. The giant ball of zombie flesh does not care. What does care is the newly formed zombie limbs, which attempt to swarm. They leap up. They go for. That's the thing. They're all around you. They're jumping up. They're going for. Gatecrasher. Roll a nat 1 as Gatecrasher in her boots just boots them back, and I'm like. Of course, they don't make a noise because they're just arms, but this one's also like. One reaches up to try and grab Georgie. 13 to hit.
No.
Just simples. Gatecrasher spins her blade around and goes for these new. Actually, she goes for the clot, and she does. 16. She does hit. Does 8 points of slashing into the clot. I'll take that off. Jack, it you, my friend.
Awesome. I'm going to look to Georgie, and I'm going to go, you got these, right? And I'm going to point to the 2 zombies that are stood there on their own that came from the north.
Yeah, of course.
Right. And then I'm just going to charge for the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't know, any opportunity attacks or anything, I'll take them, but I'm charging for the ball. I'm
Sure.
going to make 2 strikes against it, both reckless great weapon master. So first attack is going to be a 18 to hit.
The clot, it does hit.
And then I'll do the second attack. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay, so I'll do these separately because damage for the first one. Oh, go reroll 1s and 2s. That's good.
Hey.
Hey, that's what else. That's 7, 9, 10, 24 points of slashing damage.
24.
And 8 points of fire damage on the first attack. So
Oof.
32 points in total. Second attack is 9, 13, plus 28 points of slashing damage. I love this plus 10 to damage. And 7 points of fire damage, so 35 in total.
Okay, people. Actually, everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
I get advantage with this because part barbarian.
Yeah.
22.
22. You're
15.
fine. You're not fine.
Oh, God.
6.
You're not fine.
Dexterity, right?
Yeah.
27.
You're fine. I'll also roll for Gatecrasher as you those of you are hit by the disgusting exploding ball that doesn't get the ability to try and reconstitute itself. You do take 14 points of necrotic damage. It's just come on, Gatey.
Is it half on a save or nothing on a save?
Nothing on a save. It's just as it explodes. I think, Georgie, you just do you want to roll for Robertal?
I'm just looking for Robertal's dex +1.
I just imagine that because I'm the one attacking it and I'm such a bigger form, Georgie just sort of steps into my shadow.
Gatecrasher also sort of ducks down and avoids the disgustingness.
I think Robertal doesn't quite because rolled a 9.
Oh, so that's 18 necrotic.
18.
Yeah.
On the matter of Jack being a slightly bigger form, what am I rolling to avoid losing concentration? I took 14 damage. I need to roll above a 14.
Yes.
It's usually 10 or half damage.
10 or half, yeah.
Whichever's higher, so it'd be 10.
10.
10. Plus Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
you,
16.
you remain. I'm actually gonna roll for the little guys. One's fine, and the other, the one that took the heavy damage, just is evaporated. So there's one. The one who got up again is down from the damage.
So because I reduced an enemy to 0 hit points using Great Weapon Master, I'm going to move to the other one, and as my bonus action, I'm going to attack it with Great Weapon Master.
The zombie. Yeah, go ahead.
The last one.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
It does hit.
Big boy.
Seeing as you're attacking that one, Roberto's going to give you the extra d6 fire damage.
Thank you very much.
With another steam.
Now, can re-roll 1s and 2s on my damage.
You lit.
7, 8, that's 15, 23 points of slashing damage. And 8 points of fire damage with the extra d6.
Did you add the d4 as well?
I did, yes. So 31 in total.
I think
that d4 has been so helpful.
Yeah. Again, how do you want to do this?
It's because I'm so much bigger. I instead of like slashing or anything, I just point the sword above its head and then just thrust downwards, skewering it on my sword.
Again, any attempt that this creature had to try and like hold on to existence is just straight through.
It just melts off because of the fire.
Yeah, it just the stink is undescribable. As a DM, I'm just like, nasty. This is just a nasty. Those of you who are up on the roof even are just like, oh gosh. Yes,
it's my job to just remind you it smells awful.
I just want you to. I want those of you who are currently enjoying their supper. Ick. This is actually delightful because you have taken out all of the current zombies, which is great. I think you all just take a moment, and now, like as the clot has sort of evaporated, the rest of you are able to like look up the street where you can now see, and I was not taken up by a giant horrible thing. There are two figures, one holding sort of a crossbow above. There, another person like lying on their back, reaching for the sword, and again, I keep saying what's the technical term? It's a wolf. There's just a wolf on top of this other one, trying to knock. As it sort of looks up, sees you, and then it's like, like the one holding the crossbow looks up and is like, oh, you can't quite hear. It's like, just leave. You're like, just leave. We've got this.
But puppy.
Karen, I mean, I'm willing to say let's temporarily hold combat for the moment. You can decide what you want to do as this creature.
I want to go find the puppy.
Go on. Do you want to go off the windowsill?
I'm just gonna just run along the roofs till I can to get closer to them. Parkour. And a few misty steps just to kind of hit the way.
Okay. As I said, we've gone out of combat. When this goes bad, we're going to go back into it. Everyone else, you've got probably... Karen, that's like taking you a turn to get them to drop. Everyone else, you've now got a free turn to decide what you want to do before the wolf tries to eat this sweet, innocent child. So, Karen, that's your movement. Yeah, go on.
Just quickly, end of Jack's turn, you get 8 temporary hit points.
Ooh, thank you.
Roll to see.
So,
Tony, before you do anything, Jack, Tony is going to fly and sit on the top of your head and point in the direction of the wolf. That away, steed!
I was going to say we could just leave, but okay.
You got boom, boom, boom. Georgie, it's just you and Gatey now, just like. You're right, Georgie.
Absolutely fine.
Good.
That way, I think.
Yeah. Go and deal with the. Oh God, why is that a wolf? Okay.
Georgie will get on top of Roberto's back, and we will make our way.
we look. Just everyone.
Turtle.
Hey guys.
It's Roberto doing that, not me.
Hey guys.
I have dignity.
I did some biting earlier. That was bad. Karen, you leap off the roof and land. The person holding the crossbow sort of looks up. It's a older half elf, sort of 60s, still sort of gingerish hair, sort of shaved back. It's notable that his left eye is gone. It looks like something has clawed it out, and sort of looks up and is like, "All right." The person lying on the ground is again a half elf, slightly weird. Has stubble, which obviously we don't get to see very often. Probably in his sort of early 30s. Sort of the sword that he was fighting with is silver and is glowing slightly with sort of, if possibly it's like purplish. Yeah, it's purplish flames. Just like, hello, says the person like, you coming to save me, or you coming to, I don't know, pet the creature? Help me! Karen, make an animal handling check.
If there's one thing that Karen can do.
Also, potential loot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no one wanted to loot the clot of zombies.
I mean, you're welcome to go find out.
6, that is a 19. He's going to go and talk to it. And like, so my name's Karen and their name is Chippy. And would you like to just maybe like chill a moment and then we can be friends? Have you lost your den? Do you want to go find your family? Do you want to be my family?
The calf stands up. Don't need anyone's family. I'm fine.
You're a puppy and a person. You're multi-useful. Yay! It's fucking
You hug a naked dragony man. Just like,
And I'm going to call you Rover.
I don't need another cross, but I just accept it, Rover. The other half officer gets up. It's like, yeah, Rover. Looks over as the others come running in. Jack, that's probably that weird feeling you've been feeling.
The version of me in this universe is a werewolf?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just again, I like everyone to remember this is a man now. Karen is still. Jakarta like takes a knee to like take a as just the still. All right, actually, that's quite nice, actually. just
Humans like scritches too. Do you like scritches? I'm going to start scritching behind. I mean, I'm sat on the top of Jack's head, so I'm going to like flomp belly on head and like lean over and start scratching behind the ear. But it's got to be a full like. She's quite small.
This is where you discovered that you can Rakakuni him.
Yeah, we'll be the best chef. That's your plot now, Josh. We're turning it.
Tony pulls on one of my hair, and I just lift the sword up and then let it go down.
Do not give me that power.
Oh.
I'm just gonna walk towards this werewolf with a big sinister grin on my face. All 13 and a half feet of me.
Right.
In the way, just kind of go.
Yeah, just again, I think the calf, because calf's normally quite bulky. Again, even more hench, being a werewolf, stands up as it's just this wood. It's like holding on. What are you supposed to be?
Your death, and I stab him.
Please go ahead. Well, first of all, we're starting initiative, but that's go on, roll.
I suppose my thing's still up, is it? It's been longer than a minute.
I'd say, let's say it dies out now.
This is my villain arc.
You can't kill my pets.
You stab in with the sword, and it goes into.
Should I roll for it?
Yeah.
Reckless, great wow, all that stuff. That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
I have to double all of this, don't I?
Yeah.
Narrative dice, narrative dice.
God, right. Right, so this is just slashing damage.
Yeah.
I'll do the d4 separately.
For you watching at home, a Jakarth will die every episode. But when will it be ours?
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it depends what we're considering ours. There's like Jakarth Prime, and then there's this guy.
Open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Call 0800 now to go and protect your
Yeah. Hey, why don't you get in the chat and say which ones you want to?
41.
Kobolds, put up a poll. I won't get it, but it makes us feel nice.
This is 41.
Do you have a Jakarth in your universe? If you ring this number now, you can donate money to prevent alternate universe Jakarths from killing him.
I'm Jakarth number 14.
59 points of damage.
59.
You slash into this creature. Was it stabbing?
Stabbing.
Yeah, you stab into it and just.
It's all magical, by the way. Just for immunities.
Interesting. The half elves are like, right. They're like, the younger one looks and is like, Uncle, I'm baffled. And the other one's like, yes, that's obviously from the. No, I'm also completely. Are you just having a conversation that has a sword sticking out of their prey? You also monster hunters.
Bear with. As soon as I didn't want to stop you from doing it, Josh, but as soon as Jack has done that, Tony will drop concentration on enlarge. So you're gonna holding the sword reduced down to your normal size, and she's gonna go, "Whoa! What was that about?" And I'm gonna take my wand and just smack you around the nose with it. Bad dog!
I'm not the dog, he is.
You also have a full-size tanuki on your head now, which is considerably heavier than it was before.
I tell you what, make a strength saving throw. Actually, contested.
Athletics.
Athletics, yeah, contested, because Jack, you're starting to go down as Tony's just.
I mean, a 7.
18?
You don't fall over, but there's like a ball of fury going around. You take 3 points of slashing as tiny little claws go into your cheek. Karen, it's a miracle that you don't get a sword in you. It goes like you've been like holding on like a spider monkey as the sword just sort of goes past your side and out the other side of Jakarth? Dog.
His name is Rover.
Okay, folks, we're retroactively to make this much easier. Rover. The sword goes through Rover, like the side.
If anything, you Goku'd. You helped.
Yeah. Rover just looks at you and is like, traitor.
No! And I'm just gonna kind of settle on his back like a backpack and just kind of big eyes at Jack and go, can't murder my pets. That's very mean. We've talked about this. Sometimes having a conversation can help you come over and just combat the feelings that you have in your heart. And also it's rude to stab other people's things without asking first.
Yeah, mongrel, don't be rude.
Puppy.
Technically, it's me,
adults are
so
I mean, just because I'm you doesn't make that all right. You're gonna.
just die.
Well, why? What? I actually can't remember if we discussed this in the last episode or not, but why are we destroying you? Other you?
I have to take the souls of my other selves in order to get more power.
Oh, there's plenty of other ways to get more power. Leave him alone. He's just trying to be a dog.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be a dog.
I'm just gonna stick some food
Yes.
over his mouth so he's talking.
chewing out the side. The crossbow one was like, well, I mean, he has killed multiple people. The one with the sword is like, yeah. I mean, considering everything else that's going on here, the fact that we've been hunting this guy for a while does show he's dangerous. He's a risk. He's like,
Good. Then sit, boy, and die.
He's just a puppy. Puppies are dangerous. It's like you go into the woods and you go on a walk and then you go and find, and it's got like multiple tentacles and eyes and it can rip you limb from limb, but then you take it home and it's now your pet.
They make a
Stab him
good
again.
point.
You attempt to, but Rover does leap at you using perfect. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, is there any disadvantage from the fact that I am clinging onto him like a very possessive pet owner?
I mean, are you trying to intentionally hinder Rover here?
Look, I don't want a fight between my new friend and my new
Pet? Friend?
possession.
Whoa now.
Wow.
I
Hey,
feel like we've gone from one ethical dilemma into an entirely different one here.
I mean, are you imposing disadvantage on Rover?
I am opposing time out.
Okay, I'm going. Unfortunately, the other roll is a 27. So as he leaps on you, and even though he's in a humanoid form, as the muzzle starts coming out and he bites into you for 17 points of piercing. And
What if, Tom?
yes,
Because we're kind of out of initiative, but
Yeah.
attacks are still happening. If I'm still on Jack, if Tony had scrabbled to the front of Jack where Rover was coming in for an attack, and then cast shield on myself,
oh,
would I
interesting.
be in the way?
I'll tell you what. Roll me D6. Odds. Do you want odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds. Okay, roll D6.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
The
6. Sorry, Josh, don't help.
No. You certainly cast shield upon yourself, which is great because he doesn't bite where you're like holding onto the chest, and he goes again for the neck. So as I said, that's 17 points of piercing and 15 points of necrotic.
oh my
Whoa,
lordy
now.
lord.
Bad puppy.
Now, am I right in thinking we probably don't want this one to get the lycanthropy, right?
Oh, do I need to roll for that?
Roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's for 20. Thank God for that.
Just-
For a 27.
You're fine. You take the damage. As the other, again, there's just that whole thing of like, whoa. Okay. Again, the one-eyed Elva's like, right. Okay, so Justice to Jack, you got one. Justice to Rover, you got one. You're gonna behave, both of you.
I'm going to bonk Jack on the nose with my staff just one more time. Listen!
I don't know if you heard that, but I went really loudly.
Just, Rover just sort of leans back and is like, hey, you know, he's still got the sword in his chest. He's just like, hey, you know.
It's on fire still.
Yeah, just burning it like, no, that's all right. No, hey, you know, if the mongrel's okay with it, then I'm all right.
Be nice, puppy, or we'll have to put you down, and then I will be sad.
I don't want that one to be sad. Again, it's just making eye contact with Jack. Like, puts out a massive furry palm.
I'll grab his hand, grab the hilt of my sword, and push it in further.
Fair enough. Roll an attack roll.
I have one job. I'm doing the same as usual. That is a natural 19, but it's not a crit, unfortunately. But that is going to be a 23.
Roll your damage.
I'm not enlarged anymore. That is 11, 26 points of slashing damage.
Well, it's stabbing damage now, but
yeah. And 10 points of fire damage.
Just again, the half elf's like, oh, he was surrendering. You just attacked a surrendering man. Just they draw their weapons. Look at the rest of you. Like, are you going to be a problem here?
When this is a one-on-one thing.
When he's dead, no.
Right. You want to just with the sword. You want a one-on-one thing then? All right, I'll take it. Get your sword out and let's go, little man.
It's on one, but they're both having passengers like cool fights.
As you watch, as the wound slowly closes up, puckers. Like, all right then, me, you in the ring. Let's go. And folks,
whoa! Oh, sorry.
No, you're allowed to do that. Like, Jack, are you going to walk off with Rover to go do a duel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to kill him.
I think as you both start, Tony, you feel free to whoa.
Just like, whoa! Like, we have a mission here. Don't get distracted. Don't get Jack. It's just pulling on your hair as you're walking. Smacking you on the head. Stop that!
Ow!
Gatecrasher, who's been here the entire time, is like, looks at them and like, we do have a mission.
We are on a time limit, right?
Oh yes, to save the multiverse. The half elf's like, no, I understand. I mean, that one's bad, but yeah, just sort of sucks on his teeth, like, yikes. The younger one's like, could I get anyone a tea, a coffee, anything we can go get? As we pan around to reveal like a caravan. I could just go, oh yeah, just
bread and water.
Bread and water. As two of the party, well, three of the that's it. It's just Georgie left here to go. As the half elves get out like chairs, another one they get out 4 chairs, and Georgie and what would your familiar like to eat?
Bread.
Puts out bread. As we go to the break, as 4 spectators in a zombie apocalypse watch as, again, it's that sort of like, as we watch as Rover and Jack square off in the street. If you too would like to go get some bread and water, I don't know, maybe something stronger, maybe you could put some spread on it. I'm not your dad, apart from one of you. I miss you. Anyway, we will see you after the break. Everyone, take care. Bye now. What? Welcome back, and welcome to a destroyed world, which actually seems surprisingly full of life. In the first half, our heroes beat up some zombies. A couple of them hid on a roof and managed not to get covered in stinky undead goop. After the combat, they rushed off to discover a werewolf Jakarth, otherwise known as Rover. Karen fell deeply into, I want to say, possessive love. It's not healthy.
Not good.
But even normal Jakarth got a few bumps on the nose and shrunk down. Sometimes when these when your alternate self gets a bit too much energy. You just need to go run it off. So Rover and Jakarth are going off to have a fight. El Bandito on the back of Jack, Karen on the back of Rover. Old Georgie, who has got, again, not old Georgie, normal Georgie, lovely young Georgie. I say old Georgie because this is an old Georgie move to just go, this is too much fuss and too much noise. Let's have a sit down and let's have a cup of tea. And that's indeed what's happening. Gatecrasher, the two half-elves who have pulled out rickety wooden chairs from the back of their caravan. I'd like to point out that this is more of a traveling, carnival caravan than a big white vehicle that they're driving around to Devon in. The Gatecrasher starts having a quiet conversation with the older half-elf, while the younger half-elf hands Georgie a bowl of water, some bread, and then puts another little bowl down for Roberto, who just starts munching away. So, none of you managed to get bitten then, I hope?
I mean, not yet.
Well, no, it's a bad thing out here, as you well know. The fact that one, see Rover starting to stretch. Yeah, as I said, the fact we're focusing on him rather than, well, I don't think we can do much else about everything else that's happening, apart from, try and do some good. But we heard you.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, no, well, it's we're all in it together, aren't we? The young half-elf sort of nods quietly. Yeah, it's a real tragedy, but as I said, try and do some good in a hard world. Is your friend all right? The dragony one, because he seems, well. I mean, that guy isn't nice at all, but he just sort of stabbed him.
I mean, friend is a bit of a stretch, but yeah. He's not so much a monster hunter so much as a himself hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Is it like a species thing that is sort of like tries to sort of like, where the uncle, the thing with the male looks, the uncle sort of looks back and is like, I don't know what you're talking about, Utus, but sure. Anyway, so what were you saying? Yes, so it's like a large metallic man. Right. Okay. No, I think we have seen. Oh, gestures like you keep an eye on this. I'm gonna sort of gestures back to Gatecrasher. I'm gonna go check my notes. Gatecrasher's like, right, and holding a very weak cup of tea. He's like, looks over to you, Georgie. Like, do you want to go be part of the fight? Do you want to get any closer, or?
I thought it was a one-on-one thing. Yeah,
well, as we look, as the two Jakarths both carrying backpacked assistants, Rover's just like, right, I think this is as good place as anyone. You are literally just on like a decimated piece of, like, it was a house that's just been smashed down. First to death, do you have any weird rules you want?
No, first to death sounds good.
Right, okay.
Well, I have some weird rules, actually, please.
Okay, talking rat.
Excuse me, I am a Tanuki, and you can call me El Bandito. Now, I'm happy to let whatever dick swinging you guys need to do happen. But first, you, Wolf Jakarth.
All right.
I need to know from you. Honestly, do you know of someone called Broken Glass?
No.
Are
Insight.
you telling the truth?
Roll insight.
No, don't open.
Does his heartbeat kind of raise in some sort of trying to feel the truth?
Okay, I have one part of my sense of humor is when things like just quietly pop out of the sides. So we are looking at like Rover as just like leans in and starts. You can make an insight with advantage, but El Bandito, what did you get?
19.
Cool.
Not 19.
You have got your hand like it. It's sort of like the way you're doing it is that you've ended up like more cradling his chin, so he's just like
Just kind
what?
of going.
Yeah, just gently again because I think Jakarv's got again like a nice sort of strap beard and just like gently. A bandito, yeah, he's heard stuff. But
Okay.
it's he's not necessarily lying, but he's the sort of thing of like going, I don't see why that's a priority right now.
Well, look, can you tell where did you last see her?
Oh. What's it to you?
This is the price you have to pay to kill this guy.
Oh. All right. Okay. Tell you what. Well, she was. Well, I think it was her. He just attacks. roll initiative.
Right.
We all rolling initiative, even though sitting out.
Yes. Georgie, you can sort of like. This is probably sort of. This is the problem where you want things to be a bit of a distance, but I don't just want you to be like, it takes you a turn to run over. If let's say it's about 30 feet over, not difficult terrain, but you'd have to sort of jag about.
I can
Cool.
probably do some distance stuff
Yeah,
if I need to.
cool.
Just stay sat in your deck chair, just casting long range spells.
It's much easier. You get the feeling that Gatecrasher has just gone, I'm not getting up. I'm tired. And I got smacked by zombie hands. Everyone just shout out what they got.
Oh, I rolled and then completely ignored what it said.
17.
17.
Appropriately, I got a 12.
19.
Also 12.
Cool.
My dex mod is a +2 if we're doing it that way.
Yeah.
Mine's a +3.
Cool. So
Go for you.
El Bendito goes first. Amazing. We start at the beginning. The young elf's like, I don't like it. Just turns to Georgie like, I don't like this. This doesn't seem honourable, but what are we going to do? Again, is not part of the combat at the moment. But is prepared. Is prepared to run in if things go weird. Rover just leaps and goes for the throat. Rover. Claws come up to slash in into Jack for does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Take 11 points of slashing damage.
What if
Yes.
I remembered I had silvery barbs?
Interesting. Would you like to? Okay. As the claws come up, you're gonna barbs.
Barbs!
What do you do to barbs?
Oh, I think she's literally just, as he launches, she's like, okay, well, if not her, have you seen a Tarrasque? And it's just kind of wafting.
Just waft as again, like just the confusion of I mean that's a 23 now to hit. I don't know what that is. Slashes in did I say what did I say? 11 points of slashing.
You did indeed, yes.
Cool. So slash
Slash,
My
slash,
advantage
I was
to
taking
taking
the
a
mayor.
bit. Can you make me a strength saving roll, Jack?
With advantage now.
Oh, with advantage, yes, because of silvery barbs. That rolled into a 17, so that is a 20. Oh god, math. 26 plus 9.
26 just slashes in. I want like you've got your sword is out before and just sort of like, but as he reaches around, he just tries to sink his teeth into your hand, with a nasty bite. 17 to hit.
17 hit will hit.
You
I
take
don't have much AC.
11 points of piercing.
Yes.
9 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And can you make a con roll?
That's 16, so 17 in total.
You're fine. You just, again, as...
No, sorry. My dex is +1. My
Yeah.
con save is +7. So that was 6, so it's 23, sorry.
23. Still, you feel this... You feel the horribleness of, like, a hybrid version of you just biting into your hand. And just, like... Oh, for you again, bitch. As fully transforms into a wolf with a very like a stag-looking person just sitting on the back, like you're like on. This is very Princess Mononoke, Karen. You're just sitting on the back of this wolf now, as it just growls, blood trickling down from its maw. Cool. That is Rover. Speaking of Wolf Rider, Karen.
So, I'm going to go and reach down and give Rover some ear scritches. And then go cast Hex on him.
Oh, you hate it when an owner turns on their pet. Cast Hex.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Hex for strength ability.
Fair enough.
Things. Well, look, I just want him to calm down and stop biting things. And as a responsible pet owner, if they can't calm down, you have to consider their eventual fate. So I'm going to see if I can make him weak and ineffectual. And so it's just cute to have him around. He's not a threat. And then Jakarth can go, maybe I'll leave this one till last.
That's all you want. It's a gentle, soft, a big fluffy boy. Yes, you cast Hex.
And then as the bonus action, basically Chippy gets out on my head and gets some pom-poms and starts just cheering. Alternately cheering for Jack and for Rover. Just cheering.
Just the utter bafflement of this poor creature. Jakarth, you're being cheered on by a squirrel, and Wolf, you've got the blood dripping down your face, but it is indeed your turn.
Oh, okay. So I've had the flame tongue out the entire time, and it's still ignited after I stabbed it in his chest. And from anybody who's looking at Jack face on, you can see that there's something weird going on with part of his face. It looks like something's trying to pull out. The skin keeps moving, and there's like another face that keeps trying to pull out of his face. And I just look to Rover and I just go, I'm never alone. And my face begins to darken as the shadow begins to pull off, slops to the floor, goes behind him, and this shadowy figure appears behind Rover. This figure looks similar to Jack, but looks completely different. This one has two swords in its hand. It's got the scales and everything, but everything is all like shadow form and everything. This is a version of Jakarth that Jakarth has killed at some point and has absorbed into him as I cast or use my Echo Knight ability.
Nice.
And then I'm going to attack him twice. Reckless, Great Weapon Master. That is a 19 to hit. I'll do 2 attacks. I'll do all the attacks. Yeah. 19 to hit, 17 to hit.
Yep.
And then I'll use Unleash Incarnate when I take the attack action. When I take the attack action, my Echo can attack as well. Or 18 to hit.
Those all hit.
Okay, so the first one is going to be, I can re-roll the 2. That's 6. Oh, rolled it into a 2. So that's 23 points of slashing damage.
Cool. 23.
I can re-roll the 1. And it counts as many attacks. That's 9 points of fire damage.
23 and...
That's 32 in total.
9, yep.
Then the second one is re-roll the 1. I can't re-roll the 2, so that's 6 plus, so 21 points of slashing damage.
21.
Re-roll the 2. Into another 2. 5 points of fire, so 26 in total. Third attack is... Oh, we rolled 2 2s, so re-roll those. That is 10 points, 25 points of slashing damage. And 7 points of fire damage, so that's 32 points. So that's like 100 points of damage or something.
Oh, that is about 90 points, yeah.
Okay. Is he dead?
No.
Okay. So seeing as he's not dead, this like burst of energy wraps around me and I sort of shimmer for a second as I action surge, and I'll do 2 attacks and unleash incarnate again, so it's 3 attacks in total.
Go ahead.
Just gonna burst him. Hopefully anime style, kill him in one shot. That's a 16 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. That is a 19, 23 to hit.
Yep.
Last one is... Oh god, I can't really see it. Oh, that was 15, so that'll miss.
Yeah, that misses.
So the first attack, which was from the echo. So the first attack is 21 points of damage, plus 2 ones that are roll, plus 4, so 25 in total. 25 damage in total. Next attack is 2 6s, so that is 27 points of damage. 1 and a 2, so I can re-roll those. That's another, and then 7 points of fire damage, so
Beautiful.
33.
He looks again. There is blood pouring. There's also a yellowness pouring out of his mouth. He's like,
The yellow stuff! The yellow stuff! The thing with the stuff! It was yellow!
Tony shouts.
Rage! It had rage to it! Checks notes. Midpoint.
Again, bad stuff.
Well, that's new. Normally I wouldn't ask. Normally I would do this on my own, but if this is part of what we've got to do, then hell. That was hard for me to say.
You quietly yell help as Rover again gets up and just using a legendary action pounces on you. Claws come up and swipes into you nat 20 for 29.
That's fine because I ignore critical hits. So
well, that's I will roll the.
I have adamantine armor on, so I ignore crits.
So that's flat, not doubling. That's 13 points of slashing, and can you take a strength saving throw?
Yes, I don't have advantage this time. That is a 12 plus 9, so 21.
Again, just like. I'm not taking the sword of you, but I think it's that sort of thing that it's like there's a claw and you're holding it and sort of holding it back. It's coming to trying to bite you. It looks I believe the term that the kids use is epic, as this man literally I was about to say his worst self, but it's dodgy. Yes, you try and hold the use the technical term, the loup-garou, back from trying to eat your own face. Anything else you want to do?
No, that was my turn finished anyway.
Cool. El Bandito, as you watch, it's like you're just there going yellow stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what I've got. I mean, other than just smacking them down, I'm trying to think of anything else useful I can be doing. Kind of want to use my turn to interrogate this person rather than attack.
While he's in wolf form.
Yeah, I don't know if I can de-wolf.
Moonlight.
Make him little though.
Hey, if you want to make him little.
Make him around pocket size wolf.
Yeah.
too much.
I'm just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm just. So he's currently on top of Jakar
Yeah.
fighting, right? I'm going to cast Reduce.
Cool. You hear the whoop, 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 as he shrinks down from medium to small. Karen, you are now sort of sitting on the. You wanted a puppy. This is probably more puppy-sized. As you just sort of like slowly but surely like slide off his back, where he's just a little too small now, and just land on your feet.
It's like squish them between.
Just a crush between your legs. Yes. So what effect is that going to have on our boy?
Disadvantage on strength checks, strength saving throws. Weapons also shrink to match new size. Deals 1d4 less damage, and it's quite not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But this is now a small puppy size, and I'm gonna toddle over and point spook trail directly in his face and be like, now you listen to me, you tell us exactly what you know right now.
So as it draws across and the sort of the humanoid, I don't see why this one's going to kill me.
So you could die saving the universe, or you could die being an asshole. Which one do you want?
I've lived my entire life being an asshole. What difference is it going to be?
You can die nicely, or you can live forever and ever and ever as my pet and my companion forever and ever and ever, and I'll give you a nice collar and I'll give you treats and we can go on walkies.
I tell you what, if you don't tell me what we want to know, that's what will happen. And if you do tell us, then we'll kill you quickly.
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Everyone else suddenly more scared of Karen than they are of Jack.
I've always been.
I would like to point out that Karen is more Fae than anything else.
I was going to say you can't trust the Fae.
Persuasion is a non-nat 20.
So the slightly moves back from Chikaf. So the agreement is, I'll tell you what I want. I'm allowed to live. And I'm not having to be a pet for that one.
Sure.
All right. Make him put the sword away and we'll talk.
We'll just turn slowly to look at your car.
But yellow stuff.
Yeah.
Yellow stuff bad.
Yeah. So we want to
So-
find out about that.
Will
So
be
you
killed.
put your sword away.
No. My mom's here. Cats.
Giant cat.
Giant cat. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little dude. It's my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. You wouldn't get a birthday boy.
Yes, we would.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll just let the sword fall to my side. Ask your questions, but I'm not putting my weapon away.
I think that's as close as you're gonna get.
Fair enough. Georgie. It is unless there's anything else you want to do about Dito before we.
I mean, I've got a pretty good perception, so I'm guessing that I'm pretty much following everything that's going on.
You have you watched the fighting. You watched as the wolf got smaller. Yeah, no, you got a good view of it. Roberto is just loudly licking at the water. The young half elf sort of sitting. Gatecrasher is sitting there drinking her tea. Again, she's always wearing sunglasses. She's just not looking. She's looking like off that way at the rest of the ruined town. Just complete disdain. Yes, so you've got a good view of the surrounding area.
It's not the surrounding area. It's just I'm kind of following what what's happening in the fight. I mean, hopefully, if anything did try to sneak up on us.
You tried
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
I had a couple of things that I could do to mess with the fight, but if everybody's kind of stopping, I'll just tell you what. I will call over to Jakarth. I'll just shout, "Go on, put your sword away, son," which is healing word at 3rd level.
Thank you.
Very bloodied Jakarth.
12.
Last legs. Not so last legs.
You pop up. Yeah, healing word.
This is the bonus action. I mean, I don't really have anything particularly exciting to do with my action when I'm sat out of combat.
Hey, you can rush back in. Maybe a little bit of combat might turn up in a moment. Who knows?
I'll tell you what I'll do. Deft Explorer, as an action, give myself 1d8 plus 5 temporary hit points because my last ones would have run out.
Fair enough. You roll your d8.
9. Better than note.
You just again, like, think about like video game logic as we just watch as a nice like healing thing that just washes over you. Yes, we are out of combat again. Everyone having had a go. Rover sits back down. He's like, right, okay. Slowly, sort of, again, a very naked Jakarth, very wounded. But as you watch as the wounds slowly start, small, like boy-sized, as the wounds start healing up. Right, all right.
Poking them in.
Ow! Why you? I'm a person. I'm a person. You strange creature. Don't poke me.
It's scriptures.
Okay, I quite like that. Tanuki.
We're learning.
All right. Was it Banter? Banter?
Oh my goodness. Karen, can you please train your pet properly?
He's only a baby. He's learning.
Yeah, I'm only a baby.
Well, one of the first things you should know is how to address a princess.
Looks at Karen. So how am I supposed to address you? Oh, you're the prince. Ow! All right, Majesty.
You need to bow to her.
Looks at the Jakarth, still holding a weapon, just slowly sort of bows, head knock, sort of eyes still on Jakarth.
It's in the perfect position to lob it off, but you watch as my knuckles, although they're completely covered in dragon scales, they got like a really light red colour, like they would if you were white knuckling on something. But yeah, he's just tensing it. He really just wants to.
So let's start with the yellow stuff. What's that? Where'd you get that?
Gift.
From?
Your bird friend.
Broken glass.
Yeah,
Wait,
broken.
and where did you acquire this gift?
Well, she came through here with her companions on her way. She thought that this would be a good place to hide out, and then it turns out that gestures around me. Well, I hope it'll be a distraction. But then she heard, she was hearing, like, she actually wasn't gone that long ago, really. She heard some, like, she said there were chimes. It meant they were coming, which I assume is you lot. So.
And she went in which direction?
Oh, out.
Like a different, like a BAM portal out, like we portaled in?
Yeah, bamped.
Okay,
Bamped out, yeah.
Okay. These companions, can you describe them?
Sure. Well, one was big metallic guy.
Like a warforged?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a ward forged, like dented chest, and one was sort of snaky.
Dragony?
Snaky.
Snaky.
Yeah.
Like her over there, Snaky? Points to Medusa.
I mean, that's just a woman.
With snaky hair, no?
Oh, that's clever. How'd she do that? Is that like a spell?
No, it's just who she is. Don't be rude.
Oh.
Lick him on the ear.
Ow. I'm sorry, not being rude. I'm just she just look again. I haven't talked to her. I don't know. No, not like that. More sort of bottom.
Okay. So they went where did their portal where was their portal? Where relative to here did it open?
Like a couple of miles that way, up in the hills.
Were you there when it happened?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? What did it sound like? What did they do?
They sort of they picked it up and it was sort of like going, and there was some sort of glint, and then there was like music, and it sort of opened a big hole to some trees, and
Oh, a song. Sing it for us.
I'm just having a look if the loop Karoo's got. Josh, how good do you think Prime Jakarth is at singing?
Prime Jakarth?
Yeah.
Probably pretty good. No, I'm not good, but Prime Jakarth.
How good do you think Jack is at singing?
Jack?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, I rolled for charisma, so got a 14. It's like, and like one consistent note, and like then a portal opened to some trees.
Not a very good song.
Oh, I didn't write it.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should rethink your life and write songs instead.
Yeah. How about you? How about you distract the hunters, and I'll go.
Oh no, wait! You didn't tell me why she gave you the yellow breath thing.
Well, I helped. I killed the priest and the circus boy and the I don't quite know what she was, but the other undead, and Golden Arm. I ripped his arm off, and she thought that was pretty funny, that I was amenable. So
and the process of getting this yellow breath, this really stinky breath, how did that happen?
Oh, that's she opened my eyes to possibility of the understanding of the multivitamin thing.
Okay, that sounds wanky. Does anyone else have any other questions to ask?
Can I kill him yet?
Karen?
Yeah.
Do you repent all the bad things you did, and are you going to go and do community service and get therapy to make it up?
This small man just looks. I sincerely promise from the bottom of my heart that I repent of all my misdeeds, and I will go and join the Church of the skeleton hand guy, and I'll make everything better. I'll make sure there's a lot of soup. How's that sound?
No, we don't like them. Georgie, you done having a nap? Can we go now?
Oh, it depends. If you've finished your little tete-a-tete.
Have you got any questions for this asshole?
Yeah, Georgie, you got any questions for me? I'm repenting. I'm making soup and writing songs now.
Okay, if I believe him or not.
Yeah, do you want to roll an insight?
I'd very much like to roll an insight.
Yeah.
I mean,
May I from a distance?
Yes. I think Georgie, because he just yelled something very weird at you.
That is an 18, baby.
Yeah, I only got a 12.
I think that's fair. Georgie, he seems like a sarky son of a gun. Karen, he's a bad dog. He's a bad dog who would chew upon someone's slippers and then go, "No, it wasn't me." Oh, no, you can't. Well, I was about to say you can't trust him as far as you can throw him. You might be able to throw this guy a bit further now. He's all like that.
Look at the yellow. He's rabid and he's putting down.
If Georgie doesn't have anything to add, any other questions to ask, Tony's just going to go, okay, sling the wand over her shoulder and start walking in the direction of the portal. And then just over her shoulder, just go, sick 'em, Jack!
Just going to hold it. I'm grappling, because as I was holding Rover, just holding him tight and going, I knew. That's just before Tony starts wandering off.
Karen, just as you get up, he sort of like looks at you and then just sort of goes, "Thanks for trying, though."
You would have been a very good puppy.
No, I really wouldn't have. Leaps! As you and your calf are once again in the never-ending duel of life. I think we're going to slightly pan over to... that's the thing. So, Tony, you start walking towards the portal. Karen, you following?
Yeah. I'm just going to go via the people and go, do you have any mushrooms?
The older guy's like, well, you know, for stew or... Again, I'm going to make an insight check as the younger guy sort of slightly...
16.
It's like the younger guy's slightly... looks slightly shifty. You're like, yeah. 16, you're like, you don't know if he's holding, but he knows what you mean. Maybe if you could get him away from his uncle, you might be able to have a conversation.
Come show me things so we don't get lost on the way to the portal, and I just take him way back to the caravan.
Pressure's like, where are we going? The other guy's like, well, no. So, yes. So you're talking about, what are we, gate crashers? Yeah, no, sort of hands a piece of paper, and she's like, Well, that's almost pornographic and how wrong that is. Interesting. Thank you, Lord Viridian. He's like, well, do what we can when we can. Does appear your associate appears to be kidnapping my uncle, and she's like, he'll be fine. He's a grown boy.
Wait,
yes.
So it was the older one that knew about the mushrooms?
The younger one. The younger one's been taken off for the mushrooms, and the older one has now handed information to Gatecrasher. Karen, you take aside. I mean, what sort of... I'm no good at doing this. I was bad at this when I was at Stony Wing. What are you looking for? Exactly.
Oh, you're...
I've got... Well, they're not mushrooms, but there's something exciting.
Yes, please.
Roll a D100.
I've got to use my mushroom dice.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you found a drug table. Actually, no, yeah, I can.
Don't use that one and that one. 73.
73. Let's see.
And yeah, specifically, I have mushroom dice.
73, you found ibuprofen.
I'll take it.
Some days. That's all you need.
I tell you what, because I like this. So he holds like a small sort of it's like a handkerchief. Sort of opens up inside. It appears to be like the problem. I'll explain this. It looks like crumbled up rocks. It's grey, and he's like, well, I mean, this is good. I've got something else. This is probably if you want. Do you want to get high? Is that what you're in for?
I am in it for the experience.
Right. How much do you know about rocks?
No dwarves in this party.
No.
There are minerals and they live in the ground, and sometimes you mine for them, and sometimes they're shiny.
Slightly closer to hand. This actually does have a risk if you don't know much about rocks. I've got something else actually. Hold on, let me.
Rocks one.
I've got something. Roll the D100 again.
25.
25. As this young man goes back into his pack. Interesting. Oh, okay, that makes perfect. Pulls out. It's a root. You can make a nature check. This is almost fey-like. So if you get it,
That is 21.
So this is Drake root. This comes from the mandrake plant. If you take this, snap it and drink the nectar inside, you're going to be knocked out for 2 hours. When you wake up again, you're going to be absolutely completely healed, including all scars. And while you're asleep, you're going to have intense dreams.
Yay.
So he's sort of like going, it's strong stuff. It's addictive. So for this will sort of help you get more. Talk to someone who knows something about stones if you're going to take this, okay? It can go wrong if you don't have an idea of what you want to turn into.
The stones?
The stones, yeah.
Okay. So the stones and the Drake root.
I mean, do you want to take both?
Yes, please.
Cool. I'm willing to do it. What have you got? Just looks at Chippy, and Chippy's like, no, fine.
What I'm going to do is switch my clothing, and it's going to transform into summer coat, which looks very like vine-like shorts and like Hawaiian print armor, but also just like plants growing out and going. Just going to pick a flower out and go. If you're in real trouble, you eat this plant, and you go and ask for Mirtha. That's my aunt, and she might help you. If you say, Faerun says hi, you eat this plant, and she might help you.
Oh, thanks, Faerun. Utis. Nice to meet you. Cool. Okay, you enjoy your enjoy your dreams, and again, talk to someone about the rocks first. Cool antlers, by the way. I just want to say. I mean, I used to have horns, but we fixed that. You probably should go catch up with your friend. Yeah. Why are you looking confused, Josh?
I've just worked something out, that's all.
You just worked out who this is.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Alternate universes, baby.
Everybody's favourite tiny tiefling.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get to finish your time at Stony Wing and you don't have a silver key. So yes, you please add drugs various to your add Drake root and stones, really.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go run after who Faerun considers the party leader, which is Princess El Bandito.
Faerun, you'd be right. So, yes. Georgie and Gatecrasher follow. It takes.
Georgie doesn't. Georgie's watching. Georgie's watching.
Georgie's watching the fight. Well, I was going to let this happen off screen, but meanwhile, in the
it can
fight,
still happen off. It can still happen off screen,
yeah,
but I'm still watching it.
You're watching.
Morbidly curious as to which one's going to
win. Josh, roll D20.
I shall indeed. I will say that while everything was going on, I did heal myself with second wind. I rolled a 19. Do I need to add anything?
To 19 for extra healing.
No, I'd rolled a 12 for extra healing, but on the D20 you asked me to roll, I rolled 19.
Oh, 19, amazing.
Yep.
He actually rolled an 18. Make your attack.
Full round, as normal?
Yeah.
Reckless, great weapon master. Oh, rolled another 19, that's good. 23, because I've got -5.
That hits.
Another attack. That is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last Unleash Incarnate, because my Echo's still there. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Reroll the 2. 9. Oh, no. Yeah, 9 plus 15 is 24 plus 9 points of fire. So that is 33 points of damage in total.
Mm-hmm.
10 plus 15 is 25. Plus another 8 is another 33 points of damage in total. And then can we roll that 2? That is 11 plus 15 is 26. Plus another 9 is 35 points of damage in total.
He falls to his knees. All right. Fair enough. I mean, I understand. I'm not a man for much talking. Your friends talk too much. Just tell them that. Go on. Go on, finish it.
I'm just going to lean, get down on one knee and sort of raise his head up and go, "You fought well. Now you get to be one of us."
No.
And a blue flamed blade goes through his back and out his front as his entire body is absorbed into the echo, which then fades back into me.
Just as you do it, where you're like, you fought well, as it hits, you're like, I fought dirty. Spits in your face. You take it in. Just make me a Constitution saving roll.
17 plus 7, so 24.
There's just ickiness in your face now.
Stand up and look towards Georgie and just nod.
The older half elf sort of goes, well, seems your associate saved us a lot of time. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
So I assume from what your associate's been talking about, you'll be moving on to a new plane, then?
Yeah, it seems so.
Well, it's better than this one. The gatecrasher's like, I mean, I hate to pry, but what exactly happened here? Someone murdered Clemvor. Some creature escaped from deepest hell and, having taken a vow against Clemvor, ripped him to shreds. And then, of course, now Clemvor was gone, the dead walk among us. Sort of like just nods at Georgie and is like, I wish you luck on your journey. Like all of us, I hope that we find what we're looking for. It does appear that my nephew is dealing drugs again. Walks over, Otis. Just okay. Sorry. Just like good beat business. Yes, Uncle. You get over here, boy. It appears that their version of whatever that creature is killed our prey. Oh, that's any pelt? No. Oh, well, okay. He just sort of walks back and sort of like crosses as Jack's walking. Sort of, the younger man's like, good game. Good
I just look at him and nod as I'm putting the sword away, and the sword sort of just extinguishes as I put it back in its sheath.
Also sort of like gestures down to his sword that's also slightly on fire. It's like, same hat. Right, okay, let's get it. So the two half-elves prepare the wagon, which doesn't actually seem to have like anything pulling it, but they they climb on and it just sort of clicks and begins moving away. Gatecrasher's like, "You're right, Jack."
I feel better now, thank you. Sorry for taking over a bit there, but I do have a mission of my own to do.
Well, we've all got commitments of our own.
It's not my fault if you decided to pull me away from that.
Well,
with no choice.
Hey, wasn't my choice. I don't think any of us necessarily want to be here, do we?
No.
But the old guy.
Different. Tony might be different.
Oh, Tony is a power unto herself. I don't think El Bandito could be stopped by any divine being. Or right. So I was able to talk to the older guy, the Viridian guy. He's saying that something about they went. Yeah, he was tracking the werewolf. The Guadeloupe, saw him having murdered his associates. Right, Feywild. You ever been to the Feywild?
No.
No, well, it's...
Been through it once.
Well, it's a hellish place. Chaos incarnate, but... I like that she's saying this when the two people who spend the most time in the Feywild are not just as Tony, as this two 3 foot tall little guy clambering up. Yes, Gatecrasher sort of goes, right, so, yes, I think, sorry, where are you going, El Bandito? Just like you're going out of the town, like cresting a hill up to the woods.
The right way! Come on, hurry up! I've got little legs. You should have caught up by now.
Go and put her on my head.
Oh, great! Yeah, I did want to try all of you out as steeds. Jack's a little bit unruly, but you got antlers to hold on to. This is excellent.
Happy to help.
As you all sort of hear, as you hear the sort of, there's various more undead for you. Just. Gatecrasher just goes, nope, magic missile. Just come on. You all begin heading out. It's that weird thing that two members of the party have been given like different bits of information, but Tony seems to be leading. Tony, where do you think you're going?
The direction that the werewolf pointed up the hill.
You're heading up the hill into the woods.
Yeah. I was assuming people would have caught up with me sooner than that, I'll be honest.
They just again, I'm imagining this quite because the outside of the town there's quite a steep hill. Just like
oh, I'm not walking up anywhere.
Oh no, you're
so
the fact you climbed up. The party reunites. You are in a grove. There is a small, again, campfire being built. Gatecrasher is sitting with the piece of paper that Viridian gave to her and sort of reading through and just like,
So, Georgie, what did you learn while you were sat there?
I'm sorry, I was supposed to be learning.
No, you spent ages chatting to the elves, right? What did you learn?
Oh, I don't know. We was just shooting the breeze, really.
Uh-huh.
So I was supposed to be paying attention.
Do you think they were more like skipping through the woods naked kind of people, or sunsets with a cocktail kind of people? Anything like that?
I mean, there was a nephew and an uncle, so I think the nudity thing's
Oh, not
probably.
together. Unless, no.
Unless.
Nudity doesn't have to be anything that's sexy. You just
That
be
is
naked.
true.
I mean,
Animals are naked.
no judgment. Just also not necessarily activity to undertake with your uncle. I don't.
I don't know. You've clearly not lived in the Feywild.
Learn the difference between nudity and nakedness. El Bandito will get you far in life. Unless you go to the Feywild, as you say. God, this guy's handwriting's terrible.
I mean, one of them liked books, and the other one was less keen on books. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure. I didn't realise it was an interrogation. I just thought I was putting me feet up.
Georgie, the one thing they can't take away from you is that you've had a lovely sit down and a really lovely cup of water. I tell you what.
I think the one thing that Georgie did learn, and is absolutely not going to be mentioning, is that he has learned that every single person that he's travelling with is terrifying in their own unique way.
Absolutely. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. So this is going to be the chance. You're all going to take a short rest here before Gatecrasher opens. So feel free to roll for a short rest. If there's anything else you want to do or you want to talk about, it's the sort of thing like, again, in the video game, Gatecrasher is like sitting on a stump with like an exclamation mark above her head, and you know that as soon as you talk to her, the cutscene will roll and we'll move on. But yes, so this is your chance to do whatever you want to do or to have more of a conversation.
I would like to try Rebuttal out as a steed as well. But I'm sure there are more important things that need to happen.
I don't think there is.
Karen has worked out that Rover Puppy is now in friend Jack. And now he has both of them and is attempting to give stealth scritches.
Roll sleight of hand.
Oh gosh. Ooh, that is a 16.
Jack, what's your passive perception?
Not that high, 15.
It's very buggy here. There seems to be sort of like things are nipping at you, and you can kind of like, again, you can feel like things are just scratching and nibbling. It's, yeah.
Now, before, when Tony was doing it, I was completely... It was more annoying than anything. But now, with Karen doing it, my legs start shaking and tapping on the floor a little bit, and I start twitching like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've absorbed Wolf Boy. I've got to get a little bit of his traits.
Yeah. That's again. It's like use your one action, scritches. That's you, Karen. He's doing the leg thing. It's adorable. Maybe he could be your pet. Maybe you could put a collar on this. Although you have seen he's very violent. He's a bitey dog.
He's friend pet.
He's friend pet.
Friend pet.
Friend pet.
Gets to be in control of his own actions, but also be pet.
It makes sense.
Try thinking about. Do they know where in the Feywilds we're going to go to?
You say to get Crash sort of like looks up and like, I can work out sort of. I can reopen the portal that was open, but I'm not 100% sure what's on the other side. Also, sort of like looks at you. You have to be aware this probably isn't your Feywild. I mean, you have a general understanding, though. As you know, the Fey has a habit of being mercurial, so it might suddenly turn out to be your Feywild, or indeed, actually, I don't know if she knows about Tony, or particularly has conversation about it. No, so
it's not my Feywild because then I have to go home. I want to go home. I have to do chores.
We can just avoid your bit.
I don't think mine, but might not be mine.
Which bit are you actually from anyway? You seem to have all of the livery.
It depends. It depends on which reality I'm in.
Ooh, tell more.
So sometimes if I come into one, then maybe Mum might be in the summer court. Or if I go into the others, they might be in the autumn court. Or if I go into the others, they might be Sealy in spring. Or it depends. So I just kind of bounce around all of them.
And how do you traverse these realities? You're not using a silver key.
No.
Gatecrasher is now sort of like looking up at you, like she's trying to read her paper, but it's also like over the top. Like, how do you traverse?
I mean, sometimes I die, and that's painful. But then I just wake up somewhere else, and then sometimes I go wandering and I find I'm somewhere else, and it's sort of fun. Sometimes someone's left another portal open, and I just kind of go through that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just kind of wander from place to place.
Are you saying you're immortal? That you just jump timelines if you die?
Only when I'm in other places which aren't my home.
But,
Well, there's only one of me, you see. I keep trying to find other me. It's like, Jakarta has loads of hymns, and I thought that would be fun, because then you can make friends, and you can all be like a band, but I can't find other me's. I think it's just me.
Well, that's nice. That means you're extra special. And that also means, I feel like that sounds like you've got the, what's it called when you're like a main character, so you can't die?
Plot armor.
Yeah, I think that means you've got that. So whichever like plane of existence you're in, then that's gonna be fine because you're there.
But if I die, then I leave it, and then I can't go back, and then I lose all my friends that I've made, and then I can't see them again, and then they also might die.
Have you tried?
I tried it a couple of times.
Interesting. I'm just gonna climb up on Kieran and kind of like stare really close into his eyes, see if I can see anything weird. Can I make any kind of Arcana check, Fey vibe check?
Yeah. Please make an Arcana check.
18.
18. Oh yes, there's definitely. I think it's the thing that your adopted mother would call Fey bullshit going on here. Again, you're looking into these big soulful eyes, and then it's just like the thing of like going, and that one moment of going, oh cool, I'm looking into like the threads of the universe, and just having that split second of just going, something here, something unnatural. I mean, do you want to keep looking into those orbs to see if you can find anything deeper?
Yeah, I'm gonna lick Kieran's forehead, see what he tastes like.
You give him a lick. It's actually quite bizarrely. It's sort of like slight sweatiness. It's quite delicious, really. There's a woody hint to it. It's a bit like
cinnamon bark.
Yeah, cinnamon. There's a taste of cinnamon as you lick this guy. Kieran, you feel like a lick on your forehead, and then you like feel a lick on your neck. As Chippy has taken the advantage to, I think when you got Chippy,
not now.
He just tries to batter you away.
Science, Chippy.
Gives you a wink and then waves his spear. After all this, he's kept his hat and his spear. Moves on to the other side, and then there's just. Yes.
I'm also going to ping one of the antlers to see if it makes a noise.
Ow!
Yeah, that hurts.
But it doesn't make like a multiversal harmonic kind of ping.
No, it's just my head.
Okay, you gotta approach these things from all angles. Do you have a butthole? No? Okay.
Yes.
Never mind. Okay, well, that's fine. That means you're not a Tarask. I've just got to check these things.
I
Okay?
can absolutely guarantee that I am not a Tarask.
That is exactly the kind of thing a Tarask would say.
Should I get the solvent?
Please don't solvent my butthole.
Fine, you've got one, so that means you're okay. I'm going to stare back into the eyes.
Again, you look into the deep, dark void of space. You getting closer? Are you really investing yourself into this?
Yeah, it's nearly like eyeball to eyeball.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, no. Oh, 19.
Not yet, says a voice in your head.
Oh, who are you?
Mystery, isn't it?
Karen, you've got a voice in your head.
It might be Aunt Mithra.
Who?
Aunt Mithra?
As in,
My Aunt Mithra?
The doy.
just in your head? Just hanging out in there?
How else would she check on me?
I mean,
I'm not his Aunt Mithra, by the way. I mean,
okay.
would you like to talk to her? Well, I can contact her if you'd like.
Would you like to talk? The voice in your head is asking if you would like to speak to your Aunt Mithra, but it's not your Aunt Mithra that's there.
Oh, okay.
He says okay, but can we talk to you as well?
I mean, take my blessing and you can talk to me as much as you like.
What does that entail?
Yellow bullshit. And the voice goes quiet. Karen, you just sort of, hello? Hi! Oh, my dear, good to hear from you. Yes. How the hells are you?
I'm good. I
Good.
killed a lot of zombies. I
Did
made
you?
some friends. One of them is a multiverse self-mass murderer. The other is really cool. He's like really cool, but he's really sensible. It's very weird. Sensible guy. And then I've met a princess, and she's very cool. She's a Tanuki, and she's very smart. And then
I have to be honest, just hearing that sounds like you had a marvelous adventure. I'm so excited for you.
we're gonna go save the multiverse by giving therapy to a bird. And if the bird says no to therapy, then we kill her.
Of course you are. That makes perfect sense to me. But you've been keeping yourself safe. You've been eating enough. You've been making sure that you always have a scarf on hand so you don't catch a chill.
I have a scarf, and Chippy's been wrapping himself around my neck. And we got to go and ride a wolf person, and then we almost made them our puppy, but then he got absorbed by our friend, and so now I have a puppy friend.
Well, that sounds delightful, and I'm so glad that Chippy's doing well. Oh, my little acorn, you've been doing such amazing things. I'm so proud of you. Anything else I can do? Any little promises, little gifts? Anything I can do to?
I met a guy, and he was very nice, and he gave me some drugs. So I said that if he was in trouble because it's in zombie apocalypse world, and he said hello to you, then you might, and I said might, come help him.
Oh, are they good drugs?
They were very good drugs.
Oh, well, then I probably should help him if he gets in touch, eh? Nice young man like that who helps my little acorn. Yes, I think that sounds great. Well, I just have to say it's so lovely to hear from you. I've been making all sorts of little promises, little deals with people. It's been wonderful, and it's so glad that you haven't died recently. You haven't popped up. You seem to be having a wonderful run of it. I'm very proud of you.
I have been avoiding getting killed. I'm
so happy. Yes, as I said, just please keep in touch. Your old auntie just loves to get a message now and again.
Tell Mommy and Daddy I love them.
I will.
Oh, and if anything cute comes by you, could you kill them quickly rather than torturing them?
Anything for you.
Thank you.
What's everyone's passive perception?
23.
15, but I don't think that matters now.
Nothing gets past old
No,
young Georgie.
Just straight, flat Georgie.
Flat Georgie.
Flat Georgie.
Plain Georgie.
Karen, I'm not putting you in this because you had that. Even Tony, I'm like, yeah. Georgie, Gatecrasher got up partway through that and walked off into the woods.
I think Georgie would probably see if anybody else noticed and then try to stealthily follow.
Cool. Roll a stealth roll.
I will. Now, did I take... Oh, I did take... 17.
17.
I don't think I took Pass Without Trace. I didn't. Oh, I did! Yeah! I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to do that as well because I think it's important.
I think, yeah.
So Pass Without Tracing as well.
You, Roberto as well, coming with?
Yes, yeah, Roberto with. I think this is probably another kind of domain of dread thing that he's just like, right, I need to be sneaky about this, and it just kind of happens. So I'm accidentally going to make everybody else stealthier, but they don't know why.
I think that's fair. Where just like a miasma goes around.
It's like a roiling fog, like the fog that you enter from.
I think that's the sort of thing. So, folks, when we just pictured what's just happened, like with Tony up looking in as we're seeing, like, none of them notice as like we see their skeletons as the mist drifts past. It's odd. It's very weird. We also get to see who does and doesn't have gold teeth. Georgie, you follow Gatecrasher for a short walk. She looks around. Again, this place is quiet and desolate as is, and a little bit of mist doesn't go unnoticed. She sits down, gets the key out, sort of balances it, spins, and as it spins, it sort of slightly vanishes, and she's holding in her hand. Gatecrasher, wasn't expecting to hear from you in a while. Hello, Snowy. She undoes her scarf, lets the snakes, and reaches up, and you're like behind her, so you see that she takes off the sunglasses. Oh, there you are. Yes, I'm just reporting back in. How was it? Did you find her? No, she's gone with Gatecrasher to the Feywild. We have found him. Oh, that's good. You're not going to try. You're going to try and help him, right? You're not just going to kill him. Yeah, of course. You know. How's it going? Well, 3 of them are ridiculous. I mean, the Tortle, Georgie, seems... Oh, I say that, and then he's the head of a domain of dread. What? I'm as surprised as you. Are they going to be a problem? Enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't like that. That's you're nice. You can make friends with them. Sure. Faerun, no, he's nice. I like the scroll. He's interdimensionally connected. He can't be killed. He seems to teleport in the last moment to another dimension and wake up there. That's 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 not a thing. And yet it seems to be happening. Biscuits. You can say something stronger, Snowy, if you just want to. Fucking biscuits. Yes, fucking biscuits. Our alert keeper. How was your world? Killed Clemvor. They killed Clemvor and now the Dead Walk, and the Jakarth variant killed a werewolf Jakarth and now is part dog. I don't like dogs. Yes, I know you don't like dogs. This is a really shit first mission for me. Yeah. No, I didn't. I wanted to come with. Yes, I know you wanted. I just thought it was worth reporting in and letting you know what was happening. That I'm fine. I got slapped about by some hands a bit. Did you break their fingers? Yeah. Well, other people broke their fingers. I'm fine. I'm coping. We'll attempt to bring in Gatecrasher and we'll attempt to neutralize Broken Glass. I just wanted to hear your voice. That's just. Yeah. I love you. Gatecrashers can't love. Shuts, claps her hands. Pots the glasses back on. Wraps the scuff. Right, okay. I wasn't too long. Okay.
That is a stupid rule that destroyed the Jedi, and Gatecrasher should know better.
I think before having heard that and seen that the call was kind of hung up, I will use an instance of my Nature's Veil to turn invisible. So just to really kind of slip away.
You're just again. You are
I'm
like
a ghost.
You're ghost. You're ghost.
I am a goat.
You're a goat. So you are invisible.
I mean, till the start of my next turn. So it's enough to kind of get far enough away that plus the stealth plus everything.
Nice.
I'm still listening.
Yeah, that's fair. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you. She walks past you. Walks back. Okay, party people. I looks at Tony staring into the. I've done the calculations. I think I can open the portal again to the Feywild. You all suited, booted? Yes, Karen.
I heard that you said you wanted some flowers because it was stinky, so I just take one of my flowers and I just give it to her. I'm still staring at El Bandito, but I want to pass her a nice smelling flower because she said she wanted one.
Yeah, she smells the flower. That's she sort of tucks it in, like ties it, fixes it to her robe. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Right, we all ready?
Georgie will just suddenly be looming over her. Oh, I've been here the whole time.
Turns. As has your turtle. I know. Nothing gets past these old eyes.
Oh, wait. If we're going into a portal, let's see. I've tried Roberto and Jack and Karen. Georgie, can I sit on your shoulders, please?
Sure. I mean, is there enough time for once around the hill? Just make sure we ain't been followed by no undead.
Yes, there's time for you to do it once around the hill to make sure. Do you want to do that, Georgie and El Bandito?
Excellent.
Right, on your pop.
Onward, steed!
Georgie will go kind of enough out of earshot of everyone else and just kind of say, I don't think they expect us to come back from this, by the way.
Well, where would we be going to? Otherwise.
Do you mean after this?
Yeah, I've not got a home. Have you?
Well, that doesn't matter. You still get to carry on doing something.
Yeah, so we can't be going back anywhere, so we'll just keep going forward.
All right. They don't expect us to live through this.
Oh. Well, they're dumb. We'll find a way. Don't worry.
No, I'm not worried. I'm still doing it. But you look at who they've brought together. Terrifying
Oh, yeah, we're definitely
mass
going to have
murderer.
to kill Jack before the end of this.
They don't seem to understand what caring is either.
No, they're fascinating. Definitely want to know more. Did you hear the weird voice? There was a weird voice in their head.
I was elsewhere.
It said, no, it said something. It's actually important. It said something about yellow bullshit. So I think this is connected as well. It might be, I don't know. I've not heard what this broken glass sounds like, but it might be them.
Actually, did I get a reading on the sort of quality of the voice in the head?
What do you mean by like how clear the voice is, or sort of like what the voice, sort of
Did
gender?
it sound, did they? Yeah, it's sort of a. Did they have a gender leaning? Was it like a large booming voice, or nasally, or?
It again. I was sort of like quite like this, sort of British, and it sounded mask. It didn't always necessarily, sort of like it fluctuated a bit, but this problem, Kenkus. You don't know what could. Yes.
They can imitate anything.
They can imitate. Yeah. You think that is the possibility that it could be broken glass. It's definitely connected with yellow bullshit. You would need to talk to someone who has talked to broken glass to know that. Do you want to make a history check?
What, like the Medusa?
I would give you that for free. Yeah. Yeah.
I can make a history check anyway, or
Yeah.
was that what you were leading
That's
towards?
kind of where I'm going for.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, you can make a history check, and I can just be like, right, this is.
No, that was 13.
Cool. Having been told that this is a possible suicide mission, it was pretty much stated by Fall of Light Snow, who just dropped the ball partway through our presentation and kept saying we, that both her and the Medusa were part of the Broken Keys, who were the group who allied with Broken Glass and then betrayed her to then come back to the Gatecrashers. So, and now, if you're saying that to Georgie, who's now would point out that this is her first official mission as a Gatecrasher, I mean, it doesn't look great.
I think there was also possibly some sort of unreciprocated relationship in which Fall of Light Snow seems to be slightly besotted with the Medusa Gatecrasher, and the Gatecrasher is not forthcoming.
See, this is why I like you, Georgie. You listen to things, you hear things. This is important.
Yeah, if it's important, not when it's chatting about people kicking a bit of leather around a field.
It's true.
That is true. That is very true. All right. I'm
trying to think, is there anything else I need to tell Georgie?
I don't think so.
Look, if it looks like things is going south, then we might need to decide what side we're on. And I don't imagine that Gatecrasher is going to be doing us any favours.
Unless we had something they needed. Like the way out?
See what you mean?
A little side mission thing pops up where you're like, alternative objective here. Yeah.
Got it. Summon the Tarask.
Yeah, definitely. Feed them to the Tarask. We should also try and steal the silver key, but feed them to Tarask is the most important thing that we learned here today.
Step 1, steal silver key. Step 2, summon Tarask. Step 3, profit.
Profit, spelt both ways.
Yes, for the pun. I liked the pun.
Yes. Do we have to kill the snowy one if she makes good puns?
Oh no, I think she's better off without Gatecrasher.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
move
agree.
on, find someone who's,
Do you not find it weird that the snakes don't also have to wear sunglasses?
I try not to look at the snakes directly.
Yeah, fair.
The snakes have mostly been covered, but yes, the fact that when she got more battered and the snakes came out and got very excited, but they're like, yay, we're out in the sun. That's the thing that Georgie, you saw her without the headscarf, and the snakes were just writhing, and then eventually they sort of calmed down and started playing. Again, they're creatures unto themselves, but there's always, Gatecrasher, there's a faint hiss to her. Yeah.
If you probably get back, they're going to get suspicious.
Yeah, let me just fire a couple of pew, pew, pew. I'll do a couple of eldritch blasts as we come back to the camp. Ha! That'll show you! Now stay clear! We got him. Don't worry, team.
Well done, El Bandito. All right, team. Lock and load. Let's go get broken glass, shall we?
1 second, I'm just gonna finish giving that one snake a flower crown. There we go.
Just roll charisma. Just flat charisma.
Very charismatic.
Yeah.
That's a natural 19 on the die. Plus. So it's a dirty 20.
Not quite sure what it looks like when a snake blushes, but that snake's definitely. And then the Gatecrasher's also like. Thank you for that, Karen. That's very. The snake sort of comes down, and is like, just gives you a very gentle kiss on the cheek. Like, great. Anything else or no? Onwards and upwards.
I'm ready to go.
The key lifts up. There is the sound of music echoes through this glade. It doesn't really sound like Rover's, it's beautiful. And then it becomes melodic and almost sounds like bird song as the portal opens up into an area full of trees. You can see vaguely a pink hue to the sky. Right. Lead on.
Tony's tiny paws just squeeze Georgie's shoulders a little tighter as they step over into the Feywild.
I think this time, having seen Kieran's reaction to last time, Georgie will hold a hand out to Kieran.
Gonna get Jakar in the other one.
Okay. Hold your hand.
You step through the portal. Gatecrasher follows behind you, closing it. You are indeed back in. Two of you just get hit by the just. It's not even the heat. It's just the smell of the Fey. The sound, and yeah, you're back in the Feywild. As you look over, great everything. There is a sort of man-sized hare with antlers, just sort of like. Right, okay, so I got told to check that out, and great. Hate to be too forward. You're under arrest in the name of Sturshka, the Queen of the Autumn Forest. Boomf, with a spear. And that, folks, is where we will stop for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here tonight and being part of the. Well, there was a bit of a bloodbath. There was a bit of betrayal. There's heartbreak. There's nothing we love though than sad lesbian heartbreak as they just go off to war. So you have enjoyed us. You can find it every Monday and Tuesday from 6 p.m. GMT or BST. We are on Mondays and on Tuesdays at 6 to 9 p.m. There's reruns of our classic episodes. Maybe some of these fine people might turn up and you'll be like, look, Look at yourselves. Look at your innocence. You don't know about the dangers of the gate crashers yet. You're also on Fridays at 6 p.m. GMT BST. We have either Talk Together, where we talk to various members of the TTRPG community, or we have Talking as a Free Action, our puzzle dungeon, in which the question lords, the question masters, they ask questions, they solve puzzles. They don't solve puzzles, they watch other people do it, and then literally just go, what was the point of that? And you're like, hey, research. Our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. Podcast versions. You're going to miss out on the variety of enjoyable hats that we've been wearing throughout the stream. But you can find us everywhere you look for podcasts, search for Roll Together RPG. Massive thank you to the D20 Club on Patreon. Now we can do the just round of applause. Oh, Talia is doing Talia is doing like 4 different ones. Chaos in the Feywild. Yes, so D20 Club, if you're part of our Patreon, you can give us one of your local currency, which we've established as pounds, dollars, francs, euros, goats. Please send us goats for, someone's got to feed the snakes. They also have built us a wiki and a Discord. The patrons, the goats haven't done anything. The snakes, on the other hand, are strong members of our society. Anyway, big thank you to the sponsors and supporters. And remember, social media, Roll Together RPG. We're on the Twitter, the X. We're on the Instagram. I think we're on Blue Sky now. TikTok, where I attempt, and then people are just like, yeah, cool. I'm like, thank you, I work very hard. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and always stay classy in the Feywild. Death to Glenville.